Heyo, welcome to Omnibros Live on a Monday. Hauls, previews, and reads. I'm Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault, and joining me tonight, we have special guest Taylor Talks Comics. What up, buddy?
Hey, thank you for inviting me on. I've been a long-time viewer of Omnibros, dating back to was it 2016, Jess?
I think so, wasn't it?
Like 17, Jess? Whichever Jess it was that had the great hauls and stuff.
2016, yeah.
So it's honored to not only be invited onto Omnibros, but to be on the hauls, reads, and previews episode. This is amazing.
Most fun episode. And Gio, of course, Manga Geekdom here.
Howdy, everybody. A little tired, but as I always say, I feel a lot better now that I'm here with all of you wonderful people watching. So thank you once again, everybody, for showing up. And, of course, to my lovely panel here of excellent co-hosts.
Nice. Good to be here. Cold open. Yeah, Harvey, I'm glad you're here because my haul has something to do with you. Taylor will appreciate it, but Harvey will really appreciate it. There's True Graphic, one of our fans from the Great White North.
Adrian, thank you for joining. Everybody, thank you so much. CNSS 84.
Good to see you.
Cool. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for joining. And I got to give props to NFL. Dude, he was the first one this week. Shout out to the first chatter.
First.
Yeah, baby. But what's even better than being first is going to our sponsor's website, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 42 to 50, sometimes even more, percentage off. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more, and the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only at InStockTrades.com. Let's highlight the website real quick. These are your current deals of the week. They will disappear after tomorrow. You will no longer be able to get these amazing books at fantastic discounts. They're going to be a little bit pricier, but that's okay. You can get Batman Detective Comics hardcover volume 3 at 50% off. There's the Complete Darkness hardcover volume 3 at 50% off. You got the one manga here, DRCL or Dracula Midnight Children hardcover volume 3, 40% off. Everybody's favorite, Joker the World at 50% off.
Save yourself 100% off and don't even bother with that book.
And Micronauts, all 100 variants of this spectacular omnibus at 46% off.
Great. Is it volume 2 or volume 1?
Volume 2. Is volume 2. Okay. Of course, your new releases and your best or your top sellers, I should say. Shout out to Houses of the Unholy sitting at number 1 at IST.
Wow.
Actually, wait, we do have the list. Hold on. Let me improvise for a minute because we do have that list that they put out with the top selling books for each category. Let me look for that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I keep forgetting to pull it up and read it because it's always fun. Let's see. The top 10 hardcovers right now. Batman, Superman, World's Finest, hardcover volume 2, Return to Kingdom Come. And number 2, X-Men Mutant Massacre Prelude Omnibus, the DM variant. And number 3, oh no, wait, is this? Oh yeah, that's okay, never mind. I thought I was, okay, never mind. Den, hardcover volume 3, Children of Fire at number 3. Number 4, we got All-Star Batman by Scott Snyder, the deluxe edition hardcover. Volume 5, we got the Trigun Deluxe Edition hardcover. Number 6, we got Nightwing hardcover volume 5, Time of the Titans. Number 7, we got Batman hardcover 3, hardcover volume 3, The Joker, year 1. Number 8, we got Avengers Omnibus hardcover volume 2, new printing. Number 9, we got X-Men Mutant Massacre Prelude Omnibus hardcover. Woo! And number 10, we got Avengers Omnibus hardcover volume 2, new printing DM variant. Nice. And so on and so forth. I don't know if you guys want me to read the rest because there's a lot.
I don't think I picked up on the fact that Prelude to Mutant Massacre was out yet. I known it and then forgot it.
I made the joke that week when it came out, and we suffered thanks to all the diehard X-Men fans that rapidly disliked the video which I thought was hilarious.
Oh, I think I was in Canton, Ohio at the Football Hall of Fame. It was a couple of Mondays ago, right?
Did you
Yeah.
did you get the that omnibus, Jess, or did you get the X-Men Volume 4 or Volume 5? I guess.
I had X-Men Volume 5, and I traded it to Matthew Mongi for a couple of commissions he's going to do for me. Emma Frost and Scarlet Witch. So I traded that. I have X Factor, and I have this, and I will be getting Prelude to Mutant Massacre.
Nice.
I'm not 100% convinced. There's Lou. What up, Lou?
Lou, what's up?
Hey, Lou. Nice to meet you
Nice
officially.
to meet you too. Pleasure, man.
I love your house back there.
Well, thank you. I got a piano.
He's really up.
Dude, look at that piano. That's amazing.
I know.
Holy crap.
I'm assuming you were late to the show because you were tuning your piano back there.
Yes. I had to park the boat out back, so I was busy all weekend on it.
Man, living the life.
Mm.
Oh, I still haven't ordered Superman Triangle Years. I suck.
I know there's just so much coming out lately.
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
And then those Richard Corbin Library Din Volume 3 came out.
And I haven't got that yet. Because that's a creepy ass cover.
I don't like this cover. I'm going to be honest. I kind of hate it.
And there's gonna be 5 volumes of Din, and then they just announced the next volume of the library after that.
That is not good. I don't like that at all.
They're pumping those out.
So there you go. Let's see. Did I miss anything? We got some trades. I can read those real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Ultimate Spider-Man by Hickman, Volume 1, sitting at number 1 at IST. The Sandman, Wesley Dodds, trade paperback at number 2. Superman Action Comics Volume 2 to Hell and Back at number 3. Batman Superman World's Finest Return to Kingdom Come Volume 4 at number 4. Brave and the Bold number 1 Lords of Luck reprint at number 5. And then at number 6 we got the Joker Compendium. Number 7 we got Star Wars Legends Epic Collection, The Rebellion Volume 6. Number 8 we got Batman Dylan Dog. Number 9, we got EC Archives, Tales from the Crypt, Volume 4. And number 10, Star Wars Darth Vader by Pack, Volume 9. So those are your top 10 trade paperbacks.
Nice.
Shout out.
There's a couple things that I wanted to say because I saw Aku said, I want that Berserker at 8:06. I want that Berserker slipcase tomorrow. It's my birthday Wednesday, but then I had read, and NFL Dude at 8:10 is confirming, according to DCBS, the signed Berserker is increased from 125 to 430.
400. Holy crap!
I'll be curious.
Saw that.
I'll be curious to see if IST has any of those. I know their competitor posted their listings tonight, and it's pretty close to that 435 price.
Jesus.
What's the deal with those?
I mean,
it's Keanu's signature on it.
I'm assuming it's Keanu. Yeah, I can't imagine Matt Kent. I mean, I love Matt Kent. He's one of my favorite creators, but I can't imagine his signature going for that much.
Damn, 400. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I understand increasing the price, but 125 to 400, like that's a big ass leap. Holy
especially with just the fact that like BC people already pre-ordered this at 125, and then they got these emails saying like, we kind of understand if you don't want this book anymore, but it is 435 now.
What the fuck?
Oh wow, Jesus!
Even 2016, Jess would say nay to that.
Yeah, I have to say, Boom Studios has had issues in the past with these slipcases and some drama and stuff surrounding the release of them. This is just another notch in that belt, I guess.
Oh yeah, Josh, this is the show I wanted. What about all the other shows we do? Come on, man. Watch all of them, not just this one. I'm kidding. Dr. Elevator, happy to watch the stream because I've been watching old Fushigi, the Magic Ball videos for 40 minutes.
What is that?
I don't know. I want to know, though.
Fushigi?
You know, Gio?
Fushigi Magic Ball. I think I've heard of it.
Is this some like old like kitsch culture kind of thing? Like,
oh, that's the ball that like it looks like it's floating.
Yeah. And it says signs not clear or signs point to yes or something.
It's one of those things, yeah. Wow, you're entertained by Fushigi videos for 40 minutes. Damn.
What is that? Just asking it questions and it comes up with answers?
No, it's this thing. Let me share my screen.
It's like
Doc Elevator,
ASMR.
what are you up to?
It's ASMR, but for your eyeballs.
It's this thing. You grab the ball,
Oh,
and it gives off the illusion like it's levitating in your hands or whatever, like anti-gravity thing. I don't know how it works.
it's not Magic 8 Ball type thing.
Oh, there's a scam alert.
But then this guy says there's a scam alert, so I don't know.
Doc Elevator, are you getting scammed? What's happening here?
They increased the price to $435 when you ordered it for way cheaper.
Fifth of Jack Gaming.
Right
Thank you for
on.
joining. Taylor Sell Geo on indie. Oh, I can go indie. It's just I don't have room for all the stuff that you guys collect. So
Actually, I have in my reads, I have an indie manga that I might be able to sell Geo on.
ooh, I want to hear that. On that Berserker slipcase tomorrow. Oh, I read that. Sorry. Javier, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. I ordered the Darkness from Kickstarter and had no idea when I'll get it for twice the price. IST is for the fans. Good evening, people. Geo got those 3 Aquaman Silver Age Deluxe in the mail today. With goggles and snorkel heighten the reading experience. Yes,
Yeah.
do get a hot tub too, so you can jump in and maybe get some fake fishes and stuff, and then read the books while you immerse yourself in the H2O.
Yeah, and then hack off your hand and have a hook installed.
Yes, but don't go to the medical thing because they're going to charge you way too much.
Yeah, do it yourself.
True Graphic. Hey, Gio, I got my copy of Trigun Deluxe Edition this past weekend. I'm going to show it off in a minute because I also did grab it. I don't know what happened, but I got it like extremely fast from our sponsor, IST.
Nice.
So really surprising. Jewish Dragons in the house. Thank you, sir, for joining.
Nice, Jewish Dragons. Good to see you.
So many people. I love it. I have X-Men Volume 1-5 and Prelude. I also have a history of head trauma, though.
It's okay to have both those things, I think. I understand that you don't want to have a gap that goes Uncanny X-Men 4, Uncanny X-Men 6. So I feel for that. I get it.
Catching a live show for the first time in a hot minute. Good to see the Omnibros at it. Edgar, thank you for joining.
Woo!
Jess, fake Superman fan. This is why we don't have more Omnis. Whoa, strong hot take there.
Shots fired. How dare you, Josh? I'll get it.
Excited. Awesome. I'm not getting that signed version. F that.
Okay, good, Aku.
Keanu's signature on those books is the most writing he did for them. Shots fired.
Ooh. Hey, I still have to commend Keanu on that just because of one fact that he was on the Today Show promoting the comic and he credited everyone on the book, including the letterer. Like, how many times have we had the letterer credited in a comic book on the Today Show?
Almost never.
Yeah, Today Show.
Yeah, so Keanu gets my respect for that.
I can buy all of Hama's outer print G.I. Joe hardcover box set for cheaper. Sure. Yes. Just finished Grim Sleep, guys. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Aku. What mods? Time out Aku from 816. Jerk.
This thing? Okay.
Yeah. F you, man. In a peace and love way.
Aku, you get a 5-minute thing. I don't want to do it myself because last time I had...
You froze. Aku threw the whammy on you.
What a cliffhanger too. Last time you did what?
What'd you do, Gio? What'd you do?
Let's all take guesses.
Gio got banned.
Last time the SWAT team showed up at Aku's house.
Yeah, the collector we just talked about, John Wick's signature. I
think we just lost him.
Okay, so we'll let Aku stay just because we're nice guys. But at 817, next Imaginauts, right? It's Omni Dog Autumn. After Brat Summer, now it's Omni Dog Autumn.
Are we officially in fall? That happened, right?
Yeah, after the 21st. Yeah, we're 2 days into Omni Dog Autumn.
Okay, it doesn't it doesn't matter to us here in Miami. It really doesn't. It's still summer. It's 95 degrees outside right now. It's hot as hell.
Do you have like a more rain during a certain time of year?
Summer.
Okay.
Yeah, the summer we get hit with really bad rain. It usually starts dipping into the 70s around late November, early December. On a rare occasion, it'll hit 50s, but we're talking about maybe 1 to 2 days out of the year.
That's where my wife and I went on our honeymoon, and it was in October, and it would rain, but it was like those 10-second Florida rains where it rains and then it's like completely dry.
Yeah, no. So
Lou's house is so fancy; it has its own ecosystem, its own weather system. He lives basically in a dome of his own weather that he creates.
It's true. I live in the volume, where they film a bunch of the Marvel stuff. It's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I think that's cool.
That is cool.
James at 818 says, Jess, it took 7 days, but very fine condition. Finally uploaded his Savage Soda of Conan Omnibus Volume 1 video. He still hasn't uploaded Conan the Barbarian Omnibus Volume Video 1. I didn't know that I'd be the first, or I'd have made a much bigger deal out of it. I was just happy Titan sent me the books. If I had known I was going to be the first online to overview them, I would have put out a press release. But
do you still happen to have the Colossal Conan?
I don't. Somebody offered me $9 for it, and I said I need $900 more than I need this Colossal Conan.
$900 for Colossal Conan.
Yeah,
wow.
You had to take that deal.
I kind of miss it because it's not all of that stuff's going to get reprinted in the same way, and it was a cool book, but I don't know. $900 bought me a lot of Marvel Legends, and so
don't regret that decision. That's way more than you paid for it. That's insane.
Oh yeah.
You can't regret that decision. If you sold it for like $200 maybe, but
good
$900, like you have to just be like, all right, I'm taking it. Like I'm happy with that choice. Go ahead.
I wouldn't even think twice about it. Yeah, that would be cool.
There's not. I don't think there's a single book in my collection that if someone offered me $900, I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was too tempting to resist. Jewish Dragons is standing up for Superman. Superman is so great that he's able to resist all attempts to put him in a red tag sale. That's this book.
Oh, that's
it never made it into the red tag sale, Taylor. And William Lee bet me back in May that it would. And for some reason, I gave him to the 1st of May until I said it wouldn't get put into a red tag sale. So I won the bet, but William Lee was a gentleman and paid me off with, I think he sent me a giant, William Lee at 820 is saying he's shaking his fist at Jewish Dragons. Yeah, he paid me off with a generous Five Guys.
Ooh.
It wasn't
No. He paid me off with, what's that Korean chicken place that Riley was talking about to us, Lou?
Korean chicken.
Yummy. Olipop or Ollie's or remember we were talking okay, this is 2 weeks ago and Riley was talking we were talking about fried chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
And they have a yummy burger, but they also have a Korean fried chicken sandwich, and it was called James, somebody in the chat knows what it was called. It's a place that's is about 40 minutes from here. Jollibee. William Lee has it at 822.
Oh,
Jollibee.
Jollibees.
That's where he sent me a very generous. Thank you, DJ Flores. He sent me a very generous gift card for Jollibee.
So it's 40 minutes from you. Have you gone and redeemed it yet?
No, because it's 40 minutes from me.
I didn't know if you made a special trip.
And it's not like it's a straight highway. It's like 400 million stoplights to get there. But I do have to. Oh, and it's Filipino. Thank you, DJ Flores. That's right. It's not Korean. That's why Lou was mixed up. It's Filipino, not Korean. Okay. My mistake.
But Thank you guys. This is like a restaurant chain?
Jollibees? Yeah. Jollibees.
I think it's a small restaurant chain, but yeah.
I don't think we have any of those around here.
No, not in Miami. We don't have that. We don't have a Jollibees. Well, at least as far as I know, we don't have a Jollibees. Let me take a look. Actually, now you got me wondering.
Yeah. Okay, William, don't get upset. I'm gonna go.
Wait a minute. We do have a Jolly Bees.
Do you?
We talked about this, didn't we? Yeah, we do have but it's in a very not good area.
Oh.
Well, now that you're upscale living right there in your own biodome, you gotta be careful.
Well, I mean, I could take my Cybertruck out there, and I think I'll be just fine. Seriously, is the Cybertruck the universal sign now that you're just? Never mind.
Yeah, you are a total douche.
Yeah.
It's
It's no longer BMW. It's see, I'm trying to be better because I have a 1.5-year-old and she's repeating everything I say now. So I'm trying to change my language.
Daddy, douche, daddy, douche.
We caught her running around the house the other day saying, "Oh shit," and I'm like, "Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. We gotta watch that." Yeah, the Cybertruck for me has now become a universal sign of I am a douchebag. So
yeah,
I find that really, really fascinating.
I saw my first one in the wild the other day. So
really, I've seen.
I haven't.
You've
seen 100?
I've seen too many out here.
I expect
haven't seen any.
A big place like Miami, I can see that. I live in Indiana, so I mean,
okay.
We're in boring Midwest. I can't imagine there being too many of them out here.
No, well, I live in Miami, and I live in a very, very good area, with a lot of money. So you see them very frequently here, and every time I see them, I'm like, you are probably an asshole.
But what even would compel you to buy something that ugly?
Have you guys seen the video of the old lady reacting to him when she's in the car with like her son? It's like the greatest viral video I've seen on this whole year. She's in the passenger seat with her son, and I'm not gonna be able to explain it as funny as it is, but she's like, "What is that thing? Is it from Star Wars?" And she's like going on, like she's just like, "That's the ugliest thing I've seen in my life."
They're hideous. Oh, they're hideous. They look like a PS1 car that still hasn't finished loading. When you start driving it,
that's so accurate. It does look like an unfinished design, like a polygon.
That was terrible.
Yeah, from N64 days, I think.
Oh my god,
that's a great description.
The worst is that I've seen people unironically that love them. I'm like, you what? I don't get it, but okay.
People are
every
weird.
single one that I've seen, I'm like, without fail, I'm like, you look like a douchebag in the front seat. Like, I would probably not get along with you. But.
No. And I'd love to see him parallel park it. I'm sure it has 900 cameras around it to help you parallel park, and I still think it's going to be impossible to park. Although, wouldn't you hire somebody to park it for you if you have that much money?
Well, I mean, it's riddled with problems, isn't it? They've had recalls. The truck isn't really as great as it's advertised, right?
So it truly is unfinished then.
I mean, wow, shocker. Elon Musk put something out that isn't that great.
He definitely cut corners when it comes to the self-driving mode.
He lost so much money on Twitter, he had to skimp by on something else.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a friend who he works in the industry. He's actually done the music for a lot of Apple TV shows. He goes to our church. Really sweet guy. He owns a Tesla, and the Tesla he owns is actually pretty badass. I'll give him that. But I'm like, dude, please don't go the Cybertruck route. And he started laughing. I'm like, please don't do that because you're too sweet of a guy to own one of those.
I'm going to start judging you differently, and
yeah,
it'll be awkward between us.
He's told me some stuff about working in the industry, and I'm just like, oh, it's really as messed up as you think it is, isn't it? He goes, yeah.
Which industry are we talking about? The auto industry or the music industry?
I'm not going to say his name, but he's a music producer, and he's worked on several projects for Apple. Really sweet guy, but he's told me some behind the scenes stuff where I'm like, oh shit, okay, it's really fucked up. A lot of the stuff that goes on there.
Speaking of Apple, my Apple TV, my wife and I just started watching Shrinking.
Shrinking is fantastic.
It's so good.
It's such a good show.
Jason Segel is so great in it. Harrison Ford is great in it. Everybody's great in it. It's hilarious. And I should have known it's by the producer and creator of Scrubs, because I know his wife is in there. Sarah, not Sarah. Krista Miller. Bill Lawrence is the one that created it, and he creates such great shows. And
Scrubs.
Krista Miller's in it. Cougar Town was funny. So yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, Shrinking is great. I love Apple TV. Did he do the music for that?
He did. What was the show with Brie Larson that was? It was a few months ago where she plays a scientist. Lessons in Chemistry. He did the music for Lessons in Chemistry. He worked on that. And what else has he worked on, baby? Griselda. He's worked on that. Yeah, on Netflix. He's won awards, so he's legit.
Wow.
Yeah, he's legit. He's the
Are you talking to your wife through your intercom system because she's in the west wing of the house?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
So the dude's legit. Yeah, the dude's legit.
that's cool.
But you would never guess he works in you would never guess he works in Hollywood because he just doesn't give off that air of.
So he wouldn't get a Cybertruck.
No, he wouldn't get. I would hope he wouldn't get a Cybertruck. That's also very true.
Yeah, CNSS is right. The last comment, I was a few years ago, Patty's nephew got a Tesla, and from a dead start, that thing is at 60 miles an hour.
Well, aren't they fire hazards? Isn't the thing, or at one point they were, isn't the thing that it locks you in because it's all electrical, and if the electrical system fails, you can get caught in a fire inside of it, and it won't open the doors? Wasn't there a thing about that?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, let's start that rumor. Let's start that rumor now. Omnibros Live is starting that rumor right now. This is ground zero for it.
I mean, wasn't Elon Musk the guy that like sold flamethrowers to people at one point?
Maybe.
What?
Yeah, I think there was some story where he made like 150 flamethrowers and sold them in like a small like release as like I don't know what it was, some sort of to win some kudos from the Dude Bro crowd. I don't know.
And the thing is, I'm pretty sure there's probably somebody in the chat right now that's just because
no.
Elon has the cult of personality. He's got weird nerd cult.
There's someone riding around in their Cybertruck watching this saying, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
I am unsubscribing right now.
I don't get the cult of personality that Elon Musk has. I just don't. But whatever. I don't get a lot of these cult of personalities that we get these days.
No.
We'll see if this video gets more dislikes than the Mutant Massacre prelude or whatever.
Right? At least it's not me saying all these hot takes. Go for it. Just like the video. By the way, I'm back. I accidentally forgot to turn off the updates for the computer. And I did not notice it was counting down to restart. And then when it finally restarted, the camera got disconnected and wouldn't connect back again. So I had to unplug it like 4 times. That's why it took so long getting back on.
Well,
sorry
you
about
missed
that.
you missed my 10 minutes of what I read in manga this past week.
Damn.
You did leave us on a cliffhanger though, Gio. Like you're telling us what happened last time you put someone in timeout.
I banned the person by mistake because I didn't know. Because if I click on the buttons here on StreamYard, it says delete comment, put user in timeout, ban user, and delete their comment. I hit put user in timeout, and instead it just banned the person completely for the channel. So I had to go back in through the back doors and unban them. So I'm not going to do any of the timeouts. I'm going to screw it up.
Do you hear that, chat? You have free reign to act as crazy as you want.
I mean, we got mods. I think
we have mods. Yeah,
they should be. Here.
Josh and James are mods. I think NFL Dude's a mod.
Yes, also.
Speaking of Rodimus dropped a Spanish lesson at 8:27.
Ooh, okay. Wow. Okay, this one's interesting. We got some cursing. All right.
Oh, cursing! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the music, Lou?
Oh man, give me.
Okay, we'll give Lou a second to come up with the music.
Give me a second. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's okay.
Do you know how to pronounce the
Precio,
no, the ñ?
saludos,
Do you know
coñe.
how to ñ instead of
Where is
n,
ñ?
which would be n?
The tilde.
Wait. Where is that? Coño, la barba le creció a Gabe. Saludos a
There you
Taylor y Vieras.
I'm ready when you are, boss.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
As the leading Hispanic authority on comics on the internet, I am often challenged to read Espanol by Rodimus Prime Rib. And tonight's entry is Los Omni Hermanos en Vivo y a todo color. Coño la barba le creció a Gabe. Ha 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 emoji. Saludos a Taylor y bienvenidos a la locura nocturna.
Nice. Do you
How'd
have
I
any
do?
idea what you said there?
I
think you got
Omnibros and live and in color.
Yeah.
Coño la barba le creció a Gabe. Salutations to Taylor and a good night to all Nocturna La Cura. What is that? Nocturna is
right.
nighttime or something, right?
Okay, so the first word is a curse word. Depending on where you are in
Coño?
Latin America, yes, depending on where you are in Latin America, it can mean something sexual. It can mean something over here. It would be like a very strong way to say damn. So it's like he's saying, damn, Gabe's beard grew quite large.
Oh, okay.
Because of Taylor's magnificent beard. And shout out to Taylor and welcome to the nightly badness that is Omnibros.
Nightly madness.
Yeah.
Coño.
Locura is madness.
Locura.
Yeah.
Okay.
And coño, that you just learned a curse word in Puerto Rico. That's mostly used for like damn.
But it's also can be used for something else?
Depending on which Latin America place, country, people, I don't know. It can mean different things.
I can casually drop it in Puerto Rico, but I better be careful if I'm in like Argentina or something.
Yes, because it can mean the, how do I say this? The C word, if you catch my drift.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean like what in Harley Quinn, the first season, when he called Dr. The little doctor with the wild hair, and he called didn't he call Wonder Woman the C word?
I think so. Yeah.
What the heck?
See you next Tuesday, or see you next.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
the see you next Tuesday word. What's that guy's name? Doctor.
I like that. That was nice.
Psycho head something evil dude.
Dr. Psycho, maybe.
Dr. Psycho.
Yeah.
I love that show. I got to catch up on.
Dr. Psycho.
Dr. Psycho. I got to catch up on Kite Man. Hell yeah. Taylor's right about the flamethrowers. Aku is wanting us to start with reading the comics.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a super chat. It's been a minute. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Harvey.
Don't spoil your dinner, Omni Dog. What do I got? I don't. You know what? I lost the fries GIF.
For super chats.
Yeah, but instead, just enjoy this cat. There you go. He's a handsome fella.
Oh, I like him.
And he's sailing the seven seas, looking for some cool books out there on the internet.
Right. Our pirate cat.
Please call Omar and just drop it.
Drop it.
That the C word.
Oh.
And a voicemail. That'd be fun.
That'd be good.
Just hit that curse word with some oomph. Okay. Hey,
Let me. Yeah, I don't know why I deleted it. I could look for it.
Is that the one from the In and Out fries, Carol?
No. The wholesome, silly.
Oh, the
fry.
wholesome one.
Yeah, no. That was a dark era of Omnibros, and we're past that. I do apologize because I never agreed to playing that, but I just sort of rolled with the punches.
Got it.
Yeah, I'll
hating
look
on
for another one.
Superman.
Yeah. Let's see. The cat is searching for the One Piece, right, Jess?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Wait a minute.
Ah,
I got it.
who the fuck is Luffy?
That's my favorite. I love that so much.
There was a guy in the chat. Justice for the Black Girl.
Oh my God! Stop,
There was-
please.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Dom.
Dom Bex, welcome.
Welcome
I think-
aboard.
The frog girl thing ran its course pretty quickly. I was like, okay.
Dom Bex might be a good guest host too for us.
Yeah, of course. Bring everybody on board. I don't mind.
Yeah.
One day I would like to have 10 people on at the same time. It's going to be chaos.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we can arrange that.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it can be done quite easily, but it's so chaotic. I would be so confused trying to address 9 other people.
We could do the reunion special. We could have everybody that's popped into the show at one point. We could have
We could have all Lou's servants that are helping clean the piano and the fireplace right there in the back.
Matt Miranda would pop in. Who else?
Nick Munoz.
Nick Munoz would pop in.
The super chat T-shirt guy,
Tyler.
the nacho guy.
Ah,
I'm kidding.
even the behind the scenes guy, I don't think we ever saw him in the chat.
Which I think Tyler is more like Candyman at this point because you say his name 3 times or whatever, and he just pops up.
Tyler Blunt?
Yeah,
I need to get a hold of him.
it's been a minute since I've talked to him.
Hey, Quack, welcome. I think I saw Samantha Jane just tuned in. Good to see you, Samantha, at 8:35. Our Kiwi, our resident Kiwi.
I did see that.
There she is.
Hello. Hey, below zeros. Haven't seen you in a while.
That Spanish lesson set up my Pixel Gemini AI thing. What does it respond to coño? Instead of Siri or Alexa, it's coño.
Oh my God. I love it. Thank you, Rodimus. I appreciate that. You just made my night. I don't know what any of that means.
Oh, Harvey's gone crazy on betting on sports.
Oh,
He's
this is
always
more of the
bringing it
betting?
into-
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
The Bengals are playing the Commodores. I mean, not the Commodores, the Commanders.
Oh,
Just explain to me, like I'm an idiot because I am in terms of baseball. What's the deal with this Asian dude the other night playing?
Oh,
baseball?
Shohei Ohtani?
Sure, yeah, let's go with that.
The guy's a unicorn. I mean, there's never been anybody like him. I mean, not even since Babe Ruth. Not only is he an amazing hitter and an amazing base stealer, he just had Tommy John surgery, so he couldn't throw for this year. But he's also like a Cy Young award level winning pitcher. So he can do it. Okay. He's a fantastic pitcher, and usually pitchers don't hit. They're not good hitters because they just concentrate on pitching. But he's also a fabulous pitcher. I'm sorry, he's a fabulous hitter. He stole 50 bases and hit 50 home runs so far. Actually, he's added to both of those, which has never been done before. He's like a unicorn.
He's like if you bought like a MLB video game and you created your own character and put him at 99 on everything.
Gotcha. That makes more sense to me.
Sorry, I should have run it through Taylor first to decipher it, to translate it for me.
Yeah, because you might as well have been speaking in Japanese or Chinese just now.
Yeah,
I'm not a baseball guy. I'm just
okay.
not.
That's fair. Yeah, he's amazing.
Okay, cool.
He's really incredible.
Because everybody's been talking about him this week.
We've never seen that. Oh, NFL dude's asking are there any voicemails?
Do we have voicemails?
Do we have any speak pipe like Casey Kasem voicemails there, manga? Geekdom?
He's betting.
Yes. Give me.
Are you
give me a
betting the
second. I'll be
Bengals
right
on
back.
the under?
Yes, also true. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
He's got to go talk to his bookie.
Yeah. Rodimus, we don't know whatever happened to T-shirt guy. He was that was long ago.
That was weird.
That was very weird.
That was a weird guy.
He always wanted to see our T-shirts. I do have a haul.
Hey,
I have a pretty cool haul.
I got something I want to show later. Go ahead, John.
Okay, good. I have a haul of stuff that I'm going to read. Some of it is for October, and Aku, I think, asked earlier. Aku asked, when do I have horror recommendations for October? Good timing, Aku. Wednesday, 2 days from now, Lou and I are going to be on with, were we going to ask Jake to be on with us?
Whoever wants to be on is fine. I'm cool with that.
And I'm going to talk horror comics, and Lou's going to talk horror movies this Wednesday, 2 days from now.
It is our annual horror show. It's one of my favorite shows of the year.
And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday, Taylor's going to be on my show, and we're going to talk about what we're reading in October.
Yes. And actually, a little plug for my channel. Everyone go subscribe, please. I have set up, I've been working on this for a couple months now. I'm going to have 31 days of Spooktober on my channel. I've been reading horror comics for the last 2 months to prepare for this and record videos ahead of time, because I knew if I got in October, try to do it every day, it wouldn't get done. So I've been preparing it ahead of time. So every day you'll at least get one video on a horror comic. And doing this and mapping it out, I've realized, I think, especially for Western comics, the horror genre might be second to only superheroes. Like there's so much like, because I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know if I could do this every year. But then I went through and I have more than 31 comics that I've either read or ready to or prepared for videos. And there's like so many more that I'm like, oh, but I wanted to do that one too and that one. So I'm excited. So my appearance on Jess's show on Saturday, Better Days in the Batcave, will be the kind of the kickoff for that. But yes, if you're into horror comics or want horror comic recommendations, watch Better Days and then subscribe to my channel.
Taylor Talk Commentary. I was going to do 31 days, but then I realized I could not possibly make 31 videos.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I'm only doing one video on my channel.
That's a hell of an undertaking. It
is. And I think the one thing that I'm most excited about it, and just excited about the horror genre in general, is like there's so many subgenres of horror. Like people like, sometimes I think people have like a very like closed in view of what horror can be. So I'm trying to show off all things as far as like I have Marvel, DC stuff in there. I've got indie stuff, manga, some really deep cut old stuff in there. So I'm pretty excited to show off everything that horror can be.
Nice.
Thank you, Rodimus. Yes, I'm glad you noticed. Oh man. So what are we doing? Voicemail. We got one voicemail. Give me a minute. Let me pull that up.
Casey?
Yes, it's the final voice message from Casey Kasem. Now you can continue resting in peace.
Not that guy. That guy's not dead.
No. The final Casey Kasem blooper.
Oh, this is it. Darn it.
It was a little dog named Saga. He was most certainly a part of. Let's start again. I'm coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. Then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. It's last goddamn time. I want somebody to use his fucking brain and not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
That's
crap.
the classic one.
That is
That-
Casey Kasem from Hell sending us voicemails.
That
we
is
wish
the
you the-
classic one that Howard Stern used to play all the time.
We wish you the best down there, buddy.
That's amazing. It's like the old the tube bar tapes.
Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
red.
Balls that inspired Simpsons.
Yeah,
So,
with red.
If you guys want to send any voice messages, there's a link in the ticker. Just go to speakpipe.com/Omnibros Live, and you can record a message with your cell phone or whatever and talk to us. Send us some questions, goofs and gaffs. Please keep it PG. We look forward to that. So shout out to Casey Kasem.
Yeah, don't be too good to do that. I mean, if we have Casey Kasem doing it, you can do it too.
Moving on, because Aku is furious in the chat. Let's talk some comics. Anybody haul anything interesting that they want to show off?
I have a haul that I got in the mail, and then I have a haul from Baltimore Con of signatures. Which would you like to see first? I'll do it's a quick okay. Reaper XC often sends me at the beginning of the year things he's reading in singles and tells me to look for them when they come out in trade. This is one of those books, The Approach by Jeremy Hahn, who is definitely a horror writer. This is a turbulent horror story from Jeremy Hahn. Look, see, it's already gross.
Whoa.
So this is one of the things when airport employees Mac and Abigail find themselves snowed in after a blizzard, they witness a terrible plane crash. A plane that's been missing for 27 years, but it's not the sky that deserves dread. It's what lies beyond it. Okay, I don't know. But Reaper XC, these are all his recommendations that I bought recently. Oh, not that one. This one, Danger and Other Unknown Risks by Ryan North, who's writing Fantastic Four now and wrote The Unbearable Squirrel Girl. So this is a hardcover. How far are you willing to go to save the world? So this looks good. It's a Penguin Workshop hardcover little book I got from the Bezos site. Sorry.
I like the spine and design of that book.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I know Ryan North is held in high regard. Erica Henderson did the art, so I'm looking forward to that. Those are the only two Reaper books I got for what I'm doing for October is I'm doing a 4-part, which I've been meaning to do for 6 years now. Occult, supernatural, and witches, my best of. My favorite occult supernatural books with witches and ghosts and stuff, not horror. So Shadow Service 2 and 3, I have number 1. This is about ghosts and witches. So I'm looking forward to it. I will be doing every week. I'll be dropping my favorite my favorite supernatural comics.
He died.
Nice.
And this is going to be one of them. So it'll be one of 4. So I'll have 4
Nice
videos besides other videos throughout the week. PB Poo Poo number 1, Cycle Cleveland. Here we go.
Oh God.
PB Poo Poo by Carolyn Cash.
Eisner Award winning.
That's number 1. And here's issue 80085, which spells out boobs.
Boobs.
The other issues were 420 and 69, so she gets the joke.
And then she started back with issue
1, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, the Eisner, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to read these as part of my Cycle Cleveland Super Independent Book Reads.
Nice.
Then at Baltimore. Okay, good. I got Philip Kennedy Johnson to sign this. Action Comics Superman. He was a super nice guy.
Nice.
Cliff Chang, I bought a set of books from him because I wanted him to sign them. I forgot to bring my Black Label Lonely City. He signed all these. He was very, very nice. Everybody was super nice. So he signed all 4 of these. Then I met G. Willow Wilson, who signed this. Had her personalize it. She was sweet. And we have it. My Israeli correspondent Bar loves Poison Ivy and loves this cover. So I made sure that I got it signed for Bar and for me. This Poison Ivy cover.
Oh,
from G. Willow Wilson.
That's so sweet. And
Bar's very excited about that.
That's very wholesome of you.
Thank you. Terry Moore signed my copy of Serial and my copy of Parker Girls. That was cool. But the coolest thing was the very first thing I did was go to Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti's booth, and they were just finishing. There was nobody there because they were finishing, and their handler was like, "No, you can't have anything signed. I'm trying to get them to go to lunch." And then they've got a seminar thingy. What do they call it?
Panel.
Panel. Thank you. Yeah, they have a panel to do. So I'm like, oh, and then Jimmy Palmiotti sitting down, and Amanda Connor comes up, and I go, New 52 Harley. This is Rebirth Harley, but I said New 52 Harley changed everything in my life, made me love Harley Quinn so much, and turned me into this crazy Harley Quinn fan. So she bypassed the handler, sat down, and with Jimmy Palmiotti, she did the top one, Amanda Connor, and Palmiotti did the bottom one.
That's
amazing.
That's really cool.
The best thing I got, and they weren't even supposed to be doing it.
Have you not met them before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit. Yeah, no,
I think you met them already.
I'm actually surprised by that. I'm really thought
2019 they had a huge line, and I just could not deal with it. But this one was perfect. Thank you, Josh. This one was perfect. It was Friday. There weren't many people. I got them just as they were getting ready to leave, so it was a perfect moment. They even took a really cool picture with me that I meant to post on Instagram today, but I wasn't feeling well for most of the day. They took a great picture with me, and so I was really pleased with that. They were solid, and I really, really dug them.
I'm gonna give that 2 thumbs up. We got this one,
nice,
and we got this one.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice. That was my haul.
That's an epic haul, dude. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Lou, you got anything by any chance from? Doesn't matter.
No comics, but I did pick up a few steelbooks and a few things along the way because I'm trying to get into the spooky season. I've been diving into some steel books. I got the steelbook of. Hold on, I got to take my background off.
No,
it's back
so
to
long,
being
piano.
Poor. Hold
on, everybody.
It's back to being poor.
Oh no!
What? It was all an illusion?
Oh no! They took his piano.
I got the steelbook for Return of the Living Dead.
Ooh, wow! Look at that.
Okay, this I picked it up the other day, so have not.
It says you can't open it.
Have not seen this yet, but I have heard.
Do not open.
Super fun. It's a really popular zombie film. This is actually where the whole concept of zombies eating brains first came from. So really looking forward to this one.
I was going to ask. I'm not an expert on the Romero film. Is that like the second one?
This isn't. I don't think this is Romero.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
It's based off of the Romero stuff.
Right.
They sort of remixed it into their own thing in Europe.
Right. It goes Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and I forgot how the rest of it goes. There's so many.
Day of the Dead.
Something like that. Yeah.
Land of the Dead. Diary of the Dead.
Okay.
Dead of the Dead. Omnibus of the Dead. Cat of the Dead. Keep going.
The Walking Dead.
So actually, you would probably really dig this because it's got a punk rock soundtrack. So you would probably really enjoy this one a lot.
I like the sound of that.
I'm
Is
watching
that the movie where it has like this super grotesque zombie that was very famous, and there's like people share it all the time?
I've never seen it. That's the thing. I don't have a point of reference for it.
When was it made?
I want to say the 84. This is right here. That was 19.
Yeah, The Return of the Living Dead has the super creepy. I don't think I can even show it here because it's very grotesque.
Yeah.
Where they discover this rotting zombie in a basement, and it's the creepiest prosthetics you can imagine. It's super well done. I think it's from Return of the Living Dead. I might be mistaken.
So I'm gonna probably pop this in this weekend.
The Tarman, yes, next match on. There we go. Yeah, if you want to Google it, go for it. I'm not going to show it because we're going to get flagged for something. I don't know. The Tarman, that's the one.
Yeah.
Super creepy.
I'm gonna pop this into the DVD player this weekend and sit down with it after the kids are asleep. So really looking forward to that.
That will scar them. It's very very macabre, as the folks say.
I picked up Friday the 13th, the original one. There's it's the Steelbook edition that I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very scary.
This is the slipcase, and they are finally releasing Friday the 13th Part 2 next week and in 4K. So take the Steelbook off, and I'd much rather have the classic cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Iconic.
So,
Nice
classic stuff. For those of you that love Hong Kong cinema from classic Hong Kong cinema,
that's me.
They just released this box set of Jackie Chan's earlier films, Project A 1 and 2, with beautiful art by an artist known as Kung Fu Bob.
Kung Fu Bob.
Yeah,
Sounds like Sideshow Bob.
Sounds like somebody in that might be in our chat.
Kung Fu Bob.
Thank you for joining, Kung Fu Bob. Thank you for the super chat.
Thanks for the super chat.
Got this really huge book, man. There's a lot. There's over almost 100 pages of just content, random photos, and stuff like that.
Who's that put out by?
This is 88 Films.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is 88 Films. I've really been diving into a lot of older Jackie Chan stuff, the Hong Kong stuff, before he blew up here with Rush Hour and things like that.
Oh, these groups I love all three of those groups, especially the Cramps and TSOL.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think you'd like that movie just for the soundtrack alone.
Okay.
So it came with that. Comes with like a giant poster and stuff like that. I really like this set.
Nice.
So I've been really diving into a lot of the old school Hong Kong cinema, and I want Hard Boiled in 4K. God damn it! What do I have to do to get it over here? Hopefully,
there's a great coffee table book about all the history of Kung Fu cinema. It's called These Fists Break Bricks.
Okay.
Actually, I have a video on my channel if one of the super producers wants to link it or not, but it's really cool. It goes into the whole history of like the trend of Kung Fu cinema and how it became like so popular in America.
Yeah.
It dives into all of the like Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, but then all of like the fake Bruce Lee actors that they put in after he died just to like get by with things. And
yeah, I've talked about that on the show here before, that after Bruce Lee died, there was a series of knockoff Bruce Lee films that were really popular for a while.
Yeah, they're Bruce exploitation films, they call them.
Yeah, that was the thing for a while. It
would be like Bruce Lee, but they'd spell his name like L-I at the end. So like people because back then there was no internet, so people like when they go to the movies, like, oh, it's a new Bruce Lee flick, like because they didn't hear about him dying or whatever, and they go see it. And then there's also some like creepy things they did too. Like there's some movie that has his actual funeral, like footage from his funeral, actually put into the movie, and it's like so many weird like creepy things. But the whole like landscape of Hong Kong cinema, like, Kung Fu cinema, is like insane, and it's really interesting though.
Yeah, I remember watching these. My grandfather passed away last year, and I remember watching a lot of these as a kid, and I saw a lot of these with him. But I was so young that a lot of them just kind of blurred into my head as far as which ones were which. I picked up a box set for the Police Story 1, 2, and 3 a few months ago, and all this stuff I've been collecting a lot of it just because I don't know, kind of a way of reconnecting a little bit with my childhood in that time. And not only that, a lot of this stuff is genuinely really good. Like if you watch some of these stunts that Jackie Chan was doing in the 80s and in the 70s, a lot of it is crazy. And even by today's standards, it's super impressive. So looking forward to sitting down with these two movies sometime this
Here's
week.
the video, by the way, if you guys want to check it out.
Thank you, Super Brewster James. They also have an audiobook version of that too if you listen to audiobooks.
What's it called? It's
These Fists Break Bricks.
All right, I'll take it out.
These fists break fists.
And then one of the guys that wrote it does the audio on the audiobook. It's pretty entertaining to listen to.
And Lou's getting ready to write the book, These Feet Step on Lego Bricks. With his daughter, going to be getting into Lego soon.
Nice.
That's a whole other level of danger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I found the fries. I'm super late, but thank you once again for the super chat. There you go. There's some fry action.
That's cute. Yay.
You see how they bounce? They're so bouncy. Just
They're
like
bouncing fries. That's what everybody asked for.
That is truly the wholesome version of what you had before.
I know. I'm a little embarrassed that we play that often, but
it's like the executive producer said that the PCC or whatever was striking down and they needed a PG version.
Yeah.
Or the FCC, that's what I'm thinking of.
How many bones did Jackie Chan break? Nearly all of them, right?
I don't know. He's messed himself up doing some of these stunts, man. Again, if you watch some of these older Hong Kong films, they put the bloopers in and they put a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And he was genuinely doing some very dangerous stuff, man. Especially if you watch the Police Story movies, a lot of those are homages to Buster Keaton and those old school stunt guys and things like that. And his own spin on them. Yeah, he does a whole thing on a bus with an umbrella that is a clear as day homage to some of the Buster Keaton stuff. There's a lot of stunts involving glass in, God, I want to say it's either Police Story 1 or Police Story 3 that I'm just like, even the fact that it is sugar glass, how the hell somebody did not get seriously injured with some of this stuff is truly crazy.
Yeah, and he's so like innovative. He has such a diversion from Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee is obviously amazing, right? But Jackie Chan, his style and his stunt work and stuff was so different than Bruce Lee that he was able to like become like the next huge thing coming out of that.
Yes, very much so. Very, very much so.
There you go. No, not that one. I vote for Bouncing Fries to be the official super chat. It is. Don't worry.
Sure.
To do a poll.
You win.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it on here. Sorry if this is off topic, but has Jess ever been to Machu Picchu? Have you been to Machu Picchu?
Is that a restaurant?
Is that a play on Machu Picchu? What's happening there?
Is that some type of Peruvian chicken place?
No, it's a city in Virginia. You haven't been there?
What was that about my haul?
It sounds like Jess's haul might not be over with, according to Harvey's super chat
about my dinner. Oh, what? Has he sent me something from Machu Picchu?
Don't spoil your dinner.
Did you send me something from Machu Picchu?
It's been sitting on your doorstep for the last 30 minutes.
What? I better go upstairs and check.
Interesting. Okay. I win. Yay, democracy for the win. Let's go.
That's right. As long as Kane's happy, we're happy.
Fry Girl slander. No.
Oh,
she retired. She's leaving happily. Oh, look at that. T-minus 7 minutes. Oh, boy.
I better tell my wife.
One last thing. This has reversible artwork. So you get...
I love reversible artwork.
Yes, I love that too.
You get the new artwork by Kung Fu Bob, or you could flip it and you get the original artwork from the DVDs or the VHS.
Wait. Put that up again, Lou. Sorry. I need to... Yeah, look at that. That's awesome.
That's the reversible cover for the first one.
I prefer the reversible.
I do too. I think I'm going to flip it over to the original art, man. This is Yeah, this is the thing that I love so much about collecting physical media lately is these boutique labels like 88 Films, Eureka, that put out that police story box set. There's a lot of love and passion that's put into this stuff, and you can see it, man. I love this stuff. So.
Nice. That's a great haul, dude.
Is it Criterion puts out like the Shaw Brothers box sets too? I think
it's Arrow.
Ooh, is it Arrow or is it 80 or is it Eureka? Hold on.
But those box sets I don't have them. I wish I did, but those are amazing.
If it's the widescreen ones, I think it's Arrow.
Yeah. And they put out 2, maybe 3 now.
I think 3 is coming up soon this year.
3 is coming soon. Yeah, Volume 1. Here we go.
Yeah, I'd love to own those.
Taylor, what you haul?
I got a few things here. These are just things that I picked up recently. I did pick up Transmetropolitan Volume 2.
Ooh, nice.
Because I had Volume 1, and I was waiting for Volume 3 to be announced, the reprint. And when it was announced, I had to pick it up because I imagined everyone else was going to had similar strategy, perhaps. Then I got a couple EC comic books to get ready for the spooky season.
Ooh,
here's Cayman's Calamity.
Nice, man.
They have a lot of Jack Cayman stories in here. These are the great.
Wow.
These are the great Fantagraphics collections. They collect the EC comics by artist. There's been like 37 volumes, I think, of these.
Oh my gosh.
The 37th volume just came out last week. It was Foul Play by Jack Davis, which has the great story where there's a baseball team that pulls out people's entrails for like the baseline and baseball.
I remember that.
That was one of the ones that had a place in the Senate hearings. And then I got The Bitter End by Reed Crandall. I have every volume of these, and great imagery.
You do have every volume?
Oh yeah, this is one of my prides of my collection is owning all these.
Wow.
So once I get Foul Play in, I'm going to take my picture where I update all the spines because they look great on the shelf. I don't think. Oh, you can't see them from here. And I'll do a video showing them all off too. It's gonna be part of my Spooktober.
I just noticed the witches behind you. That's so cool.
Oh yes.
Love it.
The prom king at my high school actually made those.
Oh wow.
Crazy? Huh. He is so talented. Like those are really well crafted. But he should be in Hollywood. I don't know what he's doing, but and then I got this is actually an advanced copy from Fantagraphics.
Ooh,
nice.
This isn't due out till November. But this is the Atlas Comics Library Volume 4, the War Comics. So they're doing oh my gosh, James Abel. That is insane. That is where I bought that's the guy the prom king of my high school.
How do you figure that out?
I don't know. That's insane. I did share him on your channel one time, Jess, but that was over a year ago. I don't know how he found that.
That is
incredible.
He must save links. I didn't even say the name or anything. He just knew.
Wow.
That is kind of amazing and creepy.
This may or may not be James.
That is the same level of a super producer.
Yeah.
But these Atlas Comics Library, the 4th volume. So Marvel has farmed out the license to the Atlas books to Fantagraphics. And these are collecting a lot of the war stories. And these are lovingly restored. Dare I say better than the Marvel Masterworks.
Wow.
The cool thing about these two is that Dr. Michael Vassallo, who I think is a dentist, is like the go-to authoritative guy on Atlas era comics, if there was ever such a niche thing. But he writes these like really lengthy, like 10-page essays in these books. So, which I love because it's preserving comic book history. It's, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
And then I did get Kaiju Max Volume 3.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
So obviously kaiju monsters, have a place in horror comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be showing these off in Spooktober as well.
Love it.
That's all I got.
That is a mighty haul. Hell yeah. Bring back Selma. No, Selma retired too,
Yeah. Sorry. New era.
It's a new era.
The executive producer said we have to go PG.
Yes. Gio, this is why I wanted Taylor on the channel. You want anybody else? Josh? Taylor. Oh my God. You're going to start this again, Josh? Is Clifford a kaiju? Josh is asking. I said what?
I mean, sure. I have loose definitions on things. Like I said, with horror, I think it's such a broad thing. So if someone wants to call Clifford a kaiju, then sure. He's a
I
giant.
say no because kaiju's a giant monster and Clifford is a lovable dog. And how could a dog be a monster? Because that's just insane. So by definition,
He's a
it's
big
not.
dog.
Hey,
big
they're
dog.
just waiting for someone to do what they did to Winnie the Pooh and make a Clifford as a monstrous kaiju horror movie.
I hate that so much. Oh,
I think it's so stupid.
public domain. Let's make a horror movie. Come on,
It's so stupid.
Josh. I thought we were friends. What the hell?
Although now that I think about it, a Clifford monstrous kaiju movie sounds kind of cool.
That'd be fun. Yeah. He's not. Look at that. He's not an alien or radiated. Nice.
We don't know that. Do we
Oh
know
my
his origin
God.
story?
Someone's at the front door.
Oh, chicken time.
Harvey, what have you done?
Bring
Somebody
the
else-
delivery guy on the show too.
Somebody ordered dinner for Jess.
Love it.
It'll be like that Seinfeld episode when the when George couldn't speak Chinese, so he had the delivery guy come in and speak to the guy on the phone. And they're like old friends. He's like, "Oh, he found a friend," and they're just like chatting it up.
I may have to take the show up with me. Let me go see what's happening
for it.
upstairs.
Let me show my haul while you do that. People were asking earlier in the chat. I did grab. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry. Here's my copy of the Trigun Deluxe Edition hardcover from Dark Horse.
Nice. So have you read that, Gio?
A little bit back in the day through scans and stuff, but
Okay.
never. I never officially had it with me as a bought it or anything. But Trigun, classic '90s action manga. I think it looks great. There is some minor controversies happening online with this because nowhere did Dark Horse state that this was going to be an updated translation.
Oh,
This was just a re-release of the series in this larger format. So a lot of people are disappointed because it doesn't have an updated translation. There are some old typos from the previous editions still on here, but it's nothing major. It's just a handful of mistakes here and there. And I think the license to make this happen was a little bit trickier than anticipated. So I'm just thankful that we have it back in print in this larger format. This
Awesome.
collects the first 2 volumes that make up the series of Trigun. The next hardcover should begin Trigun Maximum, which will run for 5 hardcovers. So it'll be a total of 6 hardcovers to have all of Trigun in manga.
Yeah, they're dropping those monthly, right?
Yes. Next
which
month,
is insane.
2 weeks.
Insanely awesome, but also insane.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I wish I had the space, man. I'd pick up those volumes in a heartbeat.
I know.
We were speculating on the manga show that this is similar. We're not saying it is, just a hunch that it sounds similar to when Marvel was going to lose the Conan license, so they just started dropping everything as quickly as possible. So I don't know if it's something like that where there's a limited window for this to be released, because it's pretty insane to release everything back to back the way that they're doing.
So
Well, now that you say that, I know the Berserk ones are basically evergreen, but are
Yeah.
the Helsing and stuff, have those been out of print then? The deluxe ones?
They've been out of print, but they recently got them back in stock.
Okay. And then what was the other one? The Immortal
Blade of the Immortal.
Is that one also?
That one, some of the volumes were out of print, but they've done a good job of bringing them back as well. Oh, Jess, hold on. Let me finish my haul real quick.
Okay. I'm going to eat these fries before they get cold.
I did get one manga from IST. The Hachiyoi Specialty Tengu's Love. Finally got this. This came out early August, but it was out of stock everywhere. So I had to wait a while and finally got it a couple weeks ago, or like a week and a half ago, I think. I don't know. Essentially, it's a cute romance story between this guy falls in love with a Tengu girl who is a yokai. So I'm a big fan of yokai. That's my shtick, if you will, on manga tubing. And I love the art on this one, and I'll be sharing my thoughts soon-ish on a video. So this one's pretty cute. I do recommend it. And comics-wise, I FOMO'd myself into getting Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh!
So here's Volume 1.
You're
I
gonna
was
love it.
gonna get it because I'm a big fan of the Ultimate Universe. I don't care. I'm not gonna wait for the hardcover. So yeah, I grabbed it.
You're gonna love it.
And, I'll be reading it eventually. So super excited for this.
Gio, since you're the manga guy and you guys do Manga Bros and whatnot,
Yeah.
have they announced any more of the Go Tanabe deluxe editions?
Tanabe, no, not yet.
Dang it.
There is one book coming out, which is the Cthulhu adaptation, but that's going to be standard size. Comes
I just
out
read
in a couple
the
weeks.
Mountains of Madness the other day, and it was
Yeah.
amazing. Like,
That thing looks gorgeous.
Yeah, really, really great. And like his art doesn't need to be oversized. So
Yeah, no, I would love to see all that republished in the larger format for sure.
I hope they do, because that's all on Hoopla as well. Like Dark Horse has, I don't know if everybody knows that. Like Dark Horse has put all their manga on Hoopla. So I don't love the Good Tanabe stuff in that smaller format. So if I were to read it, I'd probably read it digitally, and my iPad's bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
But they even have like out of print Dark Horse manga on Hoopla. They even have like Appleseed, like stuff that's been like way out of print.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool. Just read Demons of the Shadow Realms today. I was very disappointed with how much of a downgrade it is from Fullmetal Alchemist. Yeah, and they're not all going to be hits sometimes for creators, but I've heard some good things about it. So maybe I don't know if you want to keep going with it or you want to stop, but I've heard some good things about it. This is from the same creator as Fullmetal Alchemist, Hiromu Arakawa.
Didn't hit the same highs, huh?
It's a very different story. It's about like fighting monster creatures and demons and stuff. So, Taylor, you should have all the deluxes. For what?
Of manga?
For manga? Dark Horse manga?
This is the only one I own. Is the Go Tanabe. I don't have Berserk or Blade of the Immortal or Hellsing or now Trigun. Although Trigun, I'm considering.
Yeah, Trigun. That volume of Trigun is, for me at least, the weakest part of the series. Okay. Once it hits into maximum, it's fantastic. Okay. But it's still good. It's it is a legendary action manga for all the nerds out there. So I do recommend picking it up.
I'd love to own Berserk, but I just don't have the look at my shelves right now. They're all crowded. I don't have the shelf space for all the Berserk volumes. Yeah,
and it's a lot. It's 14 hardcovers. So
does the manga veer differently from the anime for Trigun?
Yes, the anime adapted the Trigun volumes, the first two, and barely scratched the surface on maximum, and sort of went off into filler land, doing its own thing.
Is the ending the same with Vash and knives?
If I remember correctly, I haven't read the finale, but I know it's a little bit different.
Okay.
That looks delicious, Jess. Where's this from?
Jollibee. Harvey sent me food from Jollibee. So here's like the chicken sandwich.
Oh, that looks great.
I know. And
wait, hold on. From the place that's 40 minutes away?
Yeah, he DoorDashed it to me.
Is it cold? How did they DoorDash it 40 minutes away?
It's really good.
That's impressive. I'm impressed by the commitment of the DoorDash guy.
Dessert pie of ube.
Ooh, whoa. Ube. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He sent me so much food. There's chicken here, too. Chicken pizza. Psycho, thank you so much. You're out of your mind, but I really appreciate you.
Wait a minute. I have the perfect reaction.
Son of a bitch. What? I actually hadn't eaten dinner, so this is awesome.
Just really for showing pee pee poo poo on Omnibros, giving it more shine. He wanted to thank you.
I've always wanted to try ube anything.
Me too.
Yeah, no. Maximum was still being published when the anime was airing, so they couldn't do the story justice. And then the new Stampede anime takes a lot of liberties as well, so it's not a true adaptation. It's its own alternate take on it. So there's no true version of the anime.
I have heard a lot of the more cynical fans for the new version have actually come around on it. That's actually pretty good.
It's good. It's fun, but
Yeah.
again, it's not the manga. They do their own thing.
Spicy sauce. I'm gonna put it on my sandwich.
It's a younger Vash, right? In the new one.
I think so. Yeah, his hairstyle's different. That's for sure. Didn't know what to get. At 8:24, Harvey asked about what to order from Jollibee. We missed it.
I missed that. Maybe
So
that's when
good. You got the cool stuff. So yeah.
Is Johnny on Bosch back for that new one?
For Stampede, yes, he does the dub.
He does the dub. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's doing the dub for Devil May Cry, which everybody's like, well, why is he playing? He does the voice of Nero, which is Dante's son in the games. Why is he doing Dante's voice? Apparently, there's a reason for that. So I'm really looking forward to that. That looks good.
Buen provecho,
Thank
Jess.
you.
Do you know buen provecho?
Yeah.
That's our bon appetit in Spanish.
Bon appetit, right. Thank you, Harvey. This is awesome. I know I put sauce on it too.
Enjoy, Chess.
It comes with gravy, but I'm not sure what to do with the gravy.
DoorDash should sponsor Omni Dog. I mean, we can send them some emails and see if they'll sponsor Omni Dog's Vault for sure.
This is like the fourth thing that Cycle has sent me.
Yeah.
He sent
Honestly,
my family
you
to
could do like a TikTok account. There's all those people on TikTok that do like food trying or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a market for you, Jess.
Think about it. Yeah. Omni Dog, your Rams kicked my Niners butt yesterday.
Woo! You should have heard us screaming like we won the Super Bowl.
All caps. Dip the sandwich in the gravy, says NFL.
Okay. NFL dude going all Cycle Cleveland on us. Okay.
Yeah.
Opening the gravy.
If you type all caps in the chat, we're calling that a going cycle on
Yeah,
the
full cycle.
Yeah, that's right. No, I think Dr. Elevator's right. Nero's Virgil's son. Yeah, that was a mistake. That's on my part. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here because it's getting late for me and it's been a long day. So
All right, dude. Thank you so much for joining as always.
no
Peace and
problem.
love, dude.
It was nice meeting you, Lou.
Nice meeting you. I'll be back on Wednesday for the horror show, one of my favorite shows. And next Sunday, I haven't put the official word out on the Patreon. I need to do that. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Jess will be joining me for a live stream for the Patreon, patreon.com/Omnibros Live. This is your chance. If you ever wanted to talk to Jess in person, like we're doing,
Unfiltered.
Uncensored, no holds barred.
Jess will be joining me for the monthly Patreon show. He was generous enough to donate his time on Sunday at 8 o'clock, $5 a month. $5 a month. Wow. $5 a month. And you'll be able to join us this Sunday to kind of shoot the shit for a little bit and talk. So really looking forward to that.
Hell yeah,
Guys,
dude.
have a good night, everyone.
Night, Lou.
Thank you for joining. And then
This
there was
gravy is good.
Oh man. Jollibee is absolutely better than Chick-fil-A, but I am a certified CFA disliker. I was there's a Chick-fil-A next to my work stations, and they bought some airtime and got sponsored through the stations and whatnot. So they gave us like a full box of catering stuff.
Nice.
And just for the hell of it, I tried it. It's all right. I could live without it. I don't need it in my life, but I can see why people love it, and then I can see why people think it's okay. So I'm like somewhere in the middle where I don't care.
I like Chick-fil-A. I mean, not to get political, I don't agree with their political leanings, but
Same here.
I like Chick-fil-A, the restaurant, and I have to say the thing I love most about them was the efficiency of their drive-through. I'm all about logic and efficiency, and their drive-through is insanely efficient. So
Yeah.
I'm always impressed by, and I spent 10 years working as a general manager in the fast food industry. So seeing that firsthand was always a nice thing.
I'm in trouble. Oh boy. I better not say
You
anything.
don't like Coke? Oh, you don't drink soda at all, though.
It's been like close to a decade since I stopped drinking soda. So I just do water and juice.
Yeah.
Churches Puerto Rico is lit, different than USA. Yeah, it's an institution. Eating churches chicken started in the 50s in Texas, but it turned into a whole another animal over here, down here. So,
Huh.
Yeah.
What's different about it? Can you just the
it's
flavor?
The flavor is different. It's that chicken is done Puerto Rican style for the most part, but it still retains the juiciness of what made it famous in the first place, stateside.
Puerto Rican style is like all chopped up and stuff, right?
Heavy on the seasoning and all that. So yeah.
What's that?
Heavy on the seasoning.
With
your adobos and whatnot. NFL dude. No, not NFL dude. Aku. We watched Agatha.
I haven't yet. I want to.
I saw the first 2 episodes. They're fun.
I have not. I'm really behind on the MCU.
Me too. Badly.
Watched Penguin. I have not watched Penguin.
I really want to see that.
Yeah. Want to tune in for that. Harvey's watching it soon. So there you go. Did anybody read anything interesting that you want to talk about before we do previews?
I have some things.
Go for it.
Way to go. So here's the indie manga I wanted to at least the publisher's indie. Have you seen
it? You got it. UFO Mushroom Invasion. Hell yeah.
Do you have this?
No, but I want to. I want to get it.
Oh, you have to get it. It's amazing. It's like if you love like classic 50s kind of sci-fi.
Yes, I do.
Monster sci-fi, you need to get this.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Like this, I just read this last night. This is a review copy actually from Living the Line, who's the publisher. It's from their Smudge imprint though. So they have their own manga imprint now called Smudge. But this is like so fun. It's about these invaders, these alien invaders coming to Earth, and it's kind of Invasion of the Body Snatchers type story, where they are like these like mushroom parasites. So they grab like a host body and they grow into this mushroom monster.
Love it.
Yeah, it's so fun. And then there's like this like some sort of like interesting facts about mushrooms and stuff in the middle of it. I don't know, it's kind of wild, but just like the fact that there's like classic like manga, which I love, and it's like 50s style sci-fi horror. And there's this kid with a patch, which is my favorite scene because this is like what everyone feels like. He says, it says, "How stupid! Now I can't see on my left eye. Well, at least I'll look cooler this way." And he puts an eye patch on
it. Love it.
Is that like everyone's thought if they have an eye injury, like, well, now I'll look cooler this way.
Hell yeah.
And then I did read did you hear what Eddie Gein done? Sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jess, I think you've read this, right?
Yeah, we interviewed Eric Powell right after it. The minister and I did.
Yeah. So
very interesting.
I've been wanting to read this. I'm a big Eric Powell fan, but I finally read it because it's going to be one of my Spooktober books. Again, subscribe to my channel if you're into horror comics. But this is really interesting, and it sent me down a rabbit hole because I have an obsessive personality where I then go and like research Eddie Gein, and I watched Silence of the Lambs again to see Buffalo Bill and how he was like inspired by this monstrous human being. But it's really well done and well written, and it's like got this very small town feel and how like it affected the small town around it, which I think is kind of like even reminiscent of like the title here, which kind of like invokes that like small town gossipy aspect, right? And then the last thing, this is what I've been working on lately, is the Monster Bus.
Ooh, nice.
Which I love that they even changed the name right there. But this is a classic Jack Kirby monster stories. This is when he left DC in the 50s and came back to Marvel before the Silver Age. So there's 2 volumes of this. And they actually mapped these out to where this volume ends right before Fantastic Four #1 is launched. So these are all the monster stories he did upon his return and before Fantastic Four. And it's during an era when like we grew up in like we didn't grow up, sorry. America in the early 1900s had like the gothic horror, right? Like you think like Universal Monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this era is after we dropped a couple bombs, atomic bombs on in a couple places, and then we decided that this could create giant monsters. So this is all about all the like radiation and different crazy monsters that would come about during that time. And
so this is a kaiju book. Josh.
Basically, I mean, it's got a lot of kaiju and mutations from radiation and those kinds of things. And Jack Kirby's I think he's the greatest comic book creator of all time. So it's been fun to dive into this era of Kirby.
Nice. Is that book still in print or?
It's not, and it just recently. I had to hunt it down actually because it just these were there's 2 volumes of this.
I would love to own it. I remember when it came out and I skipped it for some reason, but I would love to own it.
So there's 2 volumes, and they for the longest time they were $50 a piece, right?
Wow.
And show off the spines there. But now they're out of print, and they're not going for crazy prices, but they are I don't know, probably $100 a copy. So
that's not too bad.
Yeah, cover price.
Yeah,
but I don't know that Marvel. I mean, I know they will reprint anything, but I can't see them doing well in the NMC poll every year.
Yeah,
I don't know how soon they'd reprint them.
I finished my spicy chicken leg. It was awesome.
Nice.
And now I have my dessert pie. I could eat my spicy other piece of chicken, but I want to make sure I eat this dessert pie.
What's been the best thing you had so far?
Sorry, I think the chicken. William Lee, I haven't been to Popeyes. I think that's what we had a discussion on with Riley a few Wednesdays ago. I haven't been to Popeyes ever to try the sandwich, so I thought the sandwich was good. I like the fried chicken better than the sandwich.
I really like Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich, but they're at least the ones around me. Their service is terrible. Like you don't know what they're gonna have in stock at times. It's like you get around to the drive-through window and you pay, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, we're out of French fries." I'm like, I just paid for French fries. What do you mean you shouldn't have told me that before I paid for my meal? But it's very good if you get the food.
Also,
what did you just say, sweetie?
Before we continue, I don't know if the chat is aware, but Funko has the license to Jollibee, and there are Funko Pops for Jollibee.
I have no idea what it's going to be like.
Do they have mascots? That is the mascot.
So you can grab this one, which was for the 40th anniversary, or this one on the delivery. This is what was happening outside of Jess's house a couple of days.
That's who delivered my food?
Yes.
Nice.
He's driving one of those scooters like the guy Kino in Ninja Turtles 2 in the beginning of the movie when he's got the pizzas in the back.
Okay, who here is a Ubi dessert pie? Ube.
I've been curious about that for ages.
What's inside of it?
Like a paste of ube.
Ube is like
I don't know what it is.
It's Filipino.
Yes, it's like a Filipino version of like taro and cassava, stuff like that.
Like a paste, a root paste.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So does it taste like a fruit pie kind of?
Sort of, yeah. Not as sweet. It's really good.
Omnidog review, brah.
Thank you, Harvey. This is the highlight. This is awesome. I need to take a picture for Dom.
Jollibee has buckets of fried chicken. Buckets. My dinner is set for this week starting tomorrow night.
That fried chicken was legit.
It's all over the Pacific from what I remember. You can't find that stuff here, but you can import it. So, because I do watch a lot of baking shows, and they do make ube cakes.
Purple yam.
Jess, did you see we're getting a Jeff the Land Shark plush, and he is up for pre-order on BTS right now?
I did see that. That's awesome.
My son's a huge fan of Jeff the Shark comics.
I love that little guy. He's so cute.
And it's been hard to get my son to read any Marvel comics, but he'll read that one.
Nice.
Okay, so it's not a root; it's a yam.
There you go.
Yams have roots, right?
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
think, yeah.
I just
sure. We're Food Bros Live. Don't worry about it. I forget what it's called. There's a type of stream in Korea where the host eat live, since a lot of people work odd hours.
Okay.
Yam is a tuber.
Okay.
Ube pie is crack.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yam is a root vegetable.
I thought so, but I don't know. Everybody's yelling at me in the chat.
Speaking of root, let's Jess, you want to talk about anything that you read before we transition into?
Nope. It's
No.
all witches and supernatural stuff that I'm going to cover in October.
Got it.
Nice.
Let's transition real quick. Let's do some previews to finish off this splendid evening. Here's all the cool stuff that's coming out. We're going to go to Lunar to check out the DC books, which you'll find at our sponsor's website, instocktrades.com, tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. First book on the list. Oh, and by the way, we do have the deals of the week. We're going to share them after we finish the previews. The first book here is Alan Scott, The Green Lantern. This collects the Green Lantern 1 through 6 and a short story from DC Pride through the years #1. Shout out. This is part of the Dawn of DC era. We are getting a reprint of the Batman Arkham Saga Omnibus Edition. This is in the universe of the video games, and these are just tie-ins that happen before, during, and after the Arkham City and all that stuff. The video games. So if you like the games, you might want to check that out. Elseworlds Justice League Volume 2, 2024 edition. This collects Elseworlds, actually a lot. Batman Nosferatu, Elseworlds 80-page giant #1, JLA Act of God 1 through 3, Superman Metropolis, and Wonder Woman the Blue Amazon.
That Superman there looks like my senior picture in high school.
So that is yeah, you were a superhero back then.
Well, the sideburns and the young face and everything. What is that?
no mustache in high school, Jess?
No, I didn't start a mustache till college, and it was really weak in college. Yeah, there I am. That's pretty much my hairstyle length and the sideburns and everything.
I need a side by side. Someone needs to Photoshop Jess's high school picture on the cover.
Let's see if I can do this.
It'll say Omnidog Elseworlds.
There we go. Amazing. So you were a superhero. I knew it. Or you still are, I should say. Let's go back. No. There we go. Back to this one. Hold on.
Scary looking Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, well, I don't know what's happening over here with Wonder Woman. I hope she's okay.
That was just his prom date in high school.
That's sure.
Just kidding.
Bold of you to assume I went to prom, but okay.
Oh, okay.
No, I did.
I know you hadn't met the upper management yet, so that's
no. She was far in the future.
This is Green Arrow, Family First, 2023. This collects issues 7 through 12 of Green Arrow by Joshua Williamson. Look at that. We got a Harley book, Harley Quinn, Volume 1, Girl in a Crisis. This collects Harley Quinn 28 to 32 and Night Terrors Harley Quinn 1 and 2. A lot of people.
Cover artist Sweeney Boo is the cover artist.
Hayden Sherman, Triona Farrell. Shout out. I assume, Jess, you're going to grab this, right?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know about this one, at least for this panel. Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, the complete series. This is by Matthew Rosenberg. The Man Who Stopped Laughing 1 through 12, and Night Terrors, the Joker 1 and 2. We love the Joker.
The Man Who Stopped Caring.
Although Francesco Francavilla, does he do interiors?
I think no, it's unlisted for art, fortunately.
But so does he like do cover art on the inside, maybe?
I think he does art inside with Carmine Di Giandomenico, and the cover artist should be Lee Bermejo.
Yeah, so he might have some interior art.
Francavilla is an incredible artist.
Mm-hmm.
Might make it worth it.
Here's
this
a good
is
one.
Worth it.
Legion of Superheroes, The Great Darkness Saga, 2024 edition, collecting Legion of Superheroes 287, 290 to 294, and Legion of Superheroes annual number 3.
Yeah, this is worth it. I think they announced the deluxe edition's getting a reprint, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been out of print in trade paperback, though, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you don't want to wait for the hardcover, get this at the trade.
Great Keith Giffen era Legion of Superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a super creepy cover. Poison Ivy, hardcover, volume 3, Morning Sickness.
Cool.
Ooh.
Collects issues 13 to 18 of the Glad Media Award winning Phenomenon by G. Willow Wilson, friend of Just Bragg, signed his book.
Yay.
Shout out. So there you go. And one more, we got We 3, the 20th, Jesus, 20 years already, the 20th anniversary deluxe edition hardcover book.
With two different covers. Yeah.
So there's that cover and this one. Which do you prefer?
I think the classic one.
Oh, it has a foreword by James Gunn. That's amazing.
Interesting. So this can, it's only, this was what, like 3 issues? Or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Now it's published under the DC Black Label line, and I highly recommend it. It's great.
I'm curious what James Gunn has to say about that, since after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and some of the similar kind of
that's a good point. Yeah.
Aspects.
I haven't seen that movie.
You haven't?
Not yet. Oh. No, I'm so far behind.
Jess, on your Bachelor weekend this weekend, you have to watch that.
It's so good. It's on Disney Plus. You can stream it.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3, I think, is like my favorite modern day trilogy. Like, it's so freaking good. Which is why I trust James Gunn to do anything with DC. I'm so on board for anything he does.
I loved 1 and I liked 2, so I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, 3 is the perfect into the trilogy. It's like Toy Story 3. Like, it's like the perfect cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't do a Toy Story 4.
Well, I'm afraid they're going to without James Gunn, and it'll be just as good as Toy Story 4 was. It was not good.
From the other publishers, let's go to previews real quick. Image, there is a mistake here because this already came out, Invincible. It was one of the deals of the week. I didn't start trades. Same with Paprika, which came out last week. So what are you doing, previews? But we are getting some new books. Dutch, trade paperback from Joe Casey. Forged, Volume 3, trade paperback. And Giant Generator, first issue sampler, Volume 1. 7 issues for the price of $9.99.
Oh, that's like the number 1 issue of a bunch of different Reminder series. So long-time Reminder fans won't need that, but if you've been wanting to try out some Reminder series, pick that up and you can sample which one you want to pick up maybe.
Okay. Deadly Class, I've read. Black Science, I've read. Scumbag, I've not read. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, I don't think I've read. I've read Death or Glory. I've read Low. Sacrificers, I have not. So these
I haven't read Sacrificers.
Sacrificers is like one of his newer ones.
Yeah, with Max Fumara.
Yeah.
Shout out, Max. I know you're watching. By the way, Chad, I did grab this. I am a degenerate, so I did grab the Hot Paprika Omnibus.
Same here.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Very Fine Conditions going to do a video on this, so you might want to check it out.
You should check that out. The video out, I think, comes out on Friday, just to see how he skirts around.
That's going to be fun. Yeah.
The book. It might be entertaining just for that.
From Boom Studios, Berserker Deluxe Edition hardcover, and the slipcase, which we now know.
Oh no! See, look at that. The third one is. The price is PI, which means price insane. I think. They can't even list the price.
So this deluxe slipcase hardcover edition collects the entire initial 12-issue maxi series. Witness the full brutal journey from start to finish of the national bestseller with over 1 million copies sold.
Have you guys read this?
I have
No.
not.
Okay, so I read the first trade paperback. There's actually a video on my channel, Super Producer. There's your cue. And it's interesting. Ron Garney's art's amazing. I love Matt Kent's writing. If you're wanting like just a kind of a mindless action movie type deal, like you're not expecting a lot of like deep story to it, it's definitely for you. Like it's definitely worth reading, I think. My only concern with collections like this is the fact that they're now doing all these one shots. Like this only collects issues 1 through 12, which is the main series, but they have so many one shots they keep doing. I'm assuming because it keeps selling well, so they keep tapping into this universe. So I'll be curious if there's going to be like an all-encompassing collection one day, or if it'll do like a separate slipcase or something. I don't know.
Yeah, here's the video.
Look at that,
dude.
I like to just test him out sometimes, although I can't finding the link to where to buy these is probably the most impressive thing I've seen.
That is crazy.
Because I didn't even mention the name or anything.
No, how could he have found that?
He is our oracle for all the YouTube channels.
Yes, just deep in the archives.
So shout out to Berserker. Heard the price was $400. Yeah, we talked about this at the start of the show. The price got bumped from what was it, 150?
125 to
125.
435, I think.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm good. I'll keep the. I don't own it, but I would just keep the trade.
Maybe if it included dinner with Keanu Reeves.
Right. Upcharging for Keanu's signature such against his brand. I wonder if he's okay with it. I don't think he knows any of that. So
probably not.
He just signed. I'm pretty sure he just signed all the copies and just went home.
It's one of those things that, like, if someone approached him and told him about it, I would feel so bad that, like, it just seems like one of those viral videos. Someone would approach him and record it, and he would like feel awful about it, and I just can't imagine it. I almost don't tell him. Nobody tell him. I don't want him to. I don't want him to feel bad.
435. What? That is wild.
I'm getting that ghost lore because it's ghosts. Like I think it's by Cullen Bunn. Yeah.
Yep.
I need volume 3.
This collects. This is the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, will that be? Will that be highlighted on your channel next month?
It will be, if I like it, because it has to be. You know, I'm not going to be reviewing. I'm going to be saying my favorites. So I'm hoping.
No pouring root beer on anything.
No, Cullen Bunn hasn't let me down, so I'm counting on this to be good.
You could pour invisible root beer so that people don't get mad at you.
Ooh.
And say like this is like ghostly root beer. So there you go.
Root beer.
Yeah. Look at that. Love
Coño, 435. Que cara.
And that's how you use that word in context.
There you go. Perfect. Titan, we got Battletoads, The Lost Adventure. This is related to the reboot of the game, not the original games.
Oh, okay. Have you read this, Gio?
I have not, but I am willing to check it out because I do love the games.
If anyone in the chat has read this, I need to know because my son was asking me what the show's about, and I said we're going to, I told him, and so I showed him the previews website, and he's scrolling through it, and this was the one that caught his eye, and he's like, "Can I read this? This looks awesome." So I need to know if it's appropriate for like a 9 or 10-year-old.
Gotcha.
Almost.
This collects Battletoads Lost Adventure 1 through 3. So this is the prequel to the 2020 Battletoads reboot, or game. Elric Moorcock Library, Making of a Sorcerer hardcover, right? Yeah.
Ooh, Walter Simonson artwork
featuring the untold origin story of Elric. Shout out. And this thing, is this actually coming out this week? Because last week we had a faux pas with it. Savage Sword of Conan original was.
These weren't supposed to come out until the first week of October, but I I know that July 3rd one's wrong.
Jesus.
But IST had Conan Volume 1 last week.
And you have an overview of this on your channel, right, Jess?
I do. Thank you. I have overviews of Savage Sword #1 with a different cover than that. That's the DM cover.
Yeah.
I have and I have a review of Conan Volume 1, and they are built very nicely. I think they're some of the. Well, I think that's the DM cover.
Did you read Savage Sword back in the day?
Off the newsstand, yeah, as a kid, yeah, I did.
Like the magazine, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get like all the Warren mags too, like the Creepy Eerie,
like Eerie and stuff?
Yeah,
and Creepy. Yes,
I'm reading a book right now. Actually, it's a prose biography book of James Warren. It's called Empire Monsters. It's actually pretty cool because it's like a. I should have brought it here, but it's like your typical paperback book, but it doesn't have a lot of pictures and ephemera within the book. But it talks all about how he started Creepy and Eerie and Vampirella, and
I love Vampirella.
Yeah,
I totally forgot there's a preview page here.
Yeah, he was looking at that artwork and he's like, I want to read this.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, look at that. I was sent a copy of what is it? Biker Bars from Space or Biker Pines from Space.
Mars.
Yeah. So I need to read that. I was sent that from Omnibros. So I should be reviewing it on a Monday stream, probably next week.
Is that a collected edition or a single issue?
It's still coming out in single issues. So they sent me the first three, I guess, for review purposes. So I'm gonna check those out this week.
I'm looking forward to your review then, because I love that cartoon as a kid.
Did you ever play the game for Bikers?
No, I didn't know there was a game. I just watched the cartoon.
For Super Nintendo. It's not great, but it was fun to play. Marvel Comics. We got Dead X-Men, unrelated to Return of the Living Dead from earlier. This collects Dead X-Men 1 through 4. It's a miniseries.
Written by Steve Fox. He's a up and coming hot writer, and also I think he's a friend of Dom of X.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Whoop, not that. There we go. Excalibur. We got 2 covers for Excalibur Omnibus Volume 3. Holy moly, that's super 90s. Damn. Okay.
The other one, and this isn't even the Joe Mad cover, I don't think. Yeah, this is Anthony Wynn. The other one was Joe Mad. Yeah.
So Excalibur Omnibus Hardcover Volume 3, collecting Excalibur 68 to 103, Annual number 1 and 2, X-Men Unlimited number 4, X Factor 106, X-Force 38, X-Man number 12, Pride and Wisdom 1 through 3, and material from Marvel Comics Presents 174 and Holiday Special 1996.
Nice.
So we got 2 covers for that. Here's the first one and the DM by Joe Mad.
Are you
picking? I believe it is a wraparound.
Jess, are these in your X-Men reading order?
I do have 1 and 2, so it's possible I'll get this. I haven't read them yet.
I collect all my mutant stuff in Epic Collections, so.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
Shout out.
I think there's a this week is there a Gen X book coming up next?
Yep. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, that's the only thing I collect in Epic format.
Also coming out, speaking of Epics, Fantastic Four Epic Collection Volume 10, Counter Earth Must Die.
So I was originally really excited for this release. So I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. It's my favorite Marvel comic. And I envisioned one day having issues 1 through 416 on my shelf in some format. So I've been getting Epics and Omnis. However, I'm not getting this anymore because they just announced the Volume 6 Omnibus, which will cover all this content.
Oh,
nice. Yeah. This one collects 168 to 191 of Fantastic Four, Annual number 11, Marvel 2-in-1 20, Marvel 2-in-1 Annual number 1, and material from Marvel Treasury Edition number 11.
George Perez era.
Generation X Epic Collection, Volume 4, Pride and Penance.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this.
Yeah, me too.
Love these guys.
Collects Generation X 33 to 47, the 1/2 issue. Generation X Dracula annual from 1998, X-Men Unlimited number 20, and Generation X Holiday Special number 1.
And I do think Generation X expert Curtis from Epic Marvel Podcast, I think he says this is like not the greatest material of Generation X. It's kind of a dip down, but he still loves it because he loves anything Generation X.
I love anything with young mutants for some reason, so I'm sure I'll dig this.
I agree. I loved the New Mutants run, the entire 100 issue run.
Yeah,
from beginning to end.
Emma Frost is in here.
That's why I like it.
Shout out.
Has her young mutants that she takes care of. I love it.
Also coming out, do I say Nix or NIX?
NYX, and this is an odd thing to have as a gallery edition.
Why are we putting this out in gallery edition?
They didn't even include it in the stuff they reprinted. It's so reviled. People don't dig this. I mean, I still have my deluxe of it because I knew it wasn't getting reprinted, but why, the gallery edition? Oh, I guess because it's written by Joe Quesada, and he's the one that did One More Day that got a gallery edition too, right?
Yeah. I can only imagine maybe some sort of weird tie-in to Deadpool Wolverine. I don't know.
Boy,
I know they release like those character collections whenever like they appear in a movie or whatever.
Yeah. Does this collect the entirety of the series, or?
I think of that part of the series, right? Like 1 through 7 and then 1 through 6.
Yeah.
But then I think she appears after that, right? I don't know. I'm not an expert on this era.
Yeah. And then it starts the
was it in the X23 Omni? I think it's because of Joshua Middleton's art. The dude does so many variant covers.
Well, that is one of the reasons why I do gallery editions, to show off the artwork. So that could be the case there.
Okay.
Because it is like oversized.
That makes sense.
Explicit content, so don't get this for the kids, folks. Not safe for work.
I am interested by this format though. They've done so many like good collections and so many not so great ones. And then just like the way they like the Weapon X by Barry Windsor Smith is like, I think is the greatest collected edition Marvel's ever put out. Cheap plug, James, get ready. I have a video on my channel. But that one, like the coloring in it is like true to the original coloring that BWS did, like Barry Windsor Smith did in the original coloring, which there's never been a collected edition that has reprinted Weapon X with that true to coloring format. It's been a big, hubbub for over years. But then they also did it like in a nice, like almost matte paper as well, and it doesn't have that weird garish like sidebar that some of these gallery editions have. So it's kind of weird. But they're also doing this Marvel Masterpiece gallery edition. I was just kidding, but thank you. Marvel Masterpiece editions that are coming out next year, where they're like gallery sized, but they're supposed to be like facsimile editions, almost like the Taschen reprints a little bit. Okay. Interesting choices by Marvel, but I'm glad they're experimenting with formats, because sometimes I feel like they're a little too stringent on only doing certain formats. So
what a waste of a gallery edition. This could have gone to some Inhumans content. You know it. Hell yeah, dude.
I'm with Gio on that. Again, I love Fantastic Four, and I love any sort of characters sprouted from the Fantastic Four.
Thank you. Appreciate that, buddy.
So I will say, Gio, the Inhumans Omnibus scored very high on my most wanted omnibus poll.
Yes.
I even sold my thick trade paperbacks of that material in hopes to coerce it to
into existence. Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. Let's see. Moving on from this little gem, we got another gem that people are actually excited for. Spider-Man Complete Black Costume Saga Omnibus.
There is some controversy with this one, though. I don't know.
There is some controversy from what I've heard. This collects Amazing Spider-Man 252 to 263, annual number 18, Marvel Team Up 141 to 150, annual number 7, Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man 90 through 100, annual number 4, and Web of Spider-Man number 1. What's the controversy on this one?
There's a one page that got double printed, and then they didn't print one page.
Oof.
But it's just one page. People are really upset about this. I think if you're originally excited about this book, buy it anyways. I mean, it is one.
Yeah.
It is
It's just one
unfortunate.
page.
I know these
Yeah.
books are expensive. They should have quality control. I totally agree with all that. But if you're excited about this book anyways, just get the book. Like it's still gonna give you the same love and appreciation and happiness that you're originally gonna get anyways.
I remember when what book was it? There was an omnibus that had something similar happen, and Insuck Trades, our lovely sponsor, wanted to make it right for customers, even though it's not their fault. It was DC. They sent everybody a PDF of the missing page, so you could print it if you wanted to, or you could mail the book back, and they would get the new one.
I know
or whatever.
exactly what book that was. That was the Fourth World Omnibus.
Fourth World, yes.
Because that's the first omnibus I ever purchased, and I purchased it off of a guy on one of the Facebook groups, and he printed off that page and tucked it into the book for me. It was very nice and kind of him. So it was a very nice, very nice experience buying secondhand on omnibus, and it was my first omnibus, and I absolutely love that story. So,
was that me?
No,
because I did that for someone.
It was well, why'd you sell that?
Because I have the absolutes.
Oh, okay. I was just kidding. No, I don't even know who it was, to be honest. It wasn't you though.
But going back to this cover, which cover do you guys prefer?
Oh, both of them are
iconic.
cool.
I think
they're both very cool. I think as much as I like that one, I like that one the best.
Yeah, the Charles Vest cover.
I would go with this one.
The first one with the homage to AF-15 is great, but that second one is just like killer. Like it's like painted.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a great cover.
Also coming out from Marvel, we got Spider-Man, Deadpool, Modern Era Epic Collection Volume 2, Death. Oh, Till Death Do Us Part. There we go. Till Death Do Us. Sorry. This collects Spider-Man, Deadpool, the 2016 series, 15 through 16, 19 to 32, Deadpool 28 to 29 from 2015, Deadpool and the Merch for Money 2016 B side 9 through 10.
I'm picking this up for sure. And if anybody's wondering, I know the Epic Collection is like comprehensive and collect every issue. The reason why it's 15, 16, and then 19 is the first volume collected all the issues you need. Like between the two volumes, we'll have all of them. They just put them in a different reading order that makes more sense. So there's no skipping of issues there.
No one's an idiot. Don't say that. I know I should be boycotting, but I'm getting this. It was my most wanted Omni. Get it for sure.
You'll be fine, Samantha. It's just one page. Skip right over it. You'll figure it out.
Like, I don't know. I just don't want people to be like the joy that everyone had wanting to buy that book. I don't want them to take away just because of one page.
Mm-hmm. Sticking to the epics for Spider-Man. Nice. All right, that one. Spider-Man Deadpool. Cool. Werewolf by Night. Unholy Alliance. This is awesome. By Derek Landy and various others. This collects Werewolf by Night #1, Moon Knight Annual #1, Crypt of Shadows #1, and Crypt of Shadows #1, 2022 and 2023.
Interesting.
Anything with Elsa, I love.
I kind of want to get this. I'm pretty sure this is standalone, and you can just read these issues. It's not from right. Even if it has Moon Knight.
I'd be shocked if you couldn't read it as a standalone.
Okay.
Looks like
I kind of want to. I would like to pick this up.
Yeah, I would too. I love Elsa.
Well, you like Elsa. I like Werewolf.
That Werewolf by Night MCU movie was like one of the best things they've ever done.
Absolutely.
I freaking love
that.
The
Halloween thing?
Yeah, it was like an hour long.
Great. Yeah, I love that.
I need to watch that again. It was so good.
It's annoying that they got so many great horror characters, and that's all we got. The one Werewolf.
I know. I was kind of hoping it'd be like a yearly thing. Like every Halloween, you get a kind of a new 50 or 1 hour long special.
You could make it about Elsa following her adventures, encountering the monsters and stuff.
I'd love that
one, and then do Tomb of Dracula. Like you can make this an annual thing. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Samantha brings up a good point. The missing page is in the Spider-Man versus Venom Omni for that story. If you've got it, then you're set.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Omar.
Sure.
No,
Look at
you got
that. It's
to
already
laugh at
catching
that.
fire.
That's so stupid.
Nice. Josh, what? We were
What?
doing so well tonight. What is
Gosh,
happening?
what? Get off the hate train, buddy. Start enjoying things. What's wrong? Who hurt you?
The werewolf.
I guess.
Such a love letter to the classic Universal monsters.
Oh, it's so fun.
X-Force by Benjamin Percy, Volume 9. This collects 40 issues 47 to 50 of X-Force.
Which that's still Krakoa era.
And one more Omni coming out. Extreme X-Men by Chris Claremont. Omnibus Volume 2. Here we have the DM cover. I'll show you the other one in a second. This collects Mechanics 1 through 6, Extreme X-Men 25 to 46, X-Women number 1, and material from X-Men Unlimited number 39.
It's a Salvador LaRocca cover.
So we got two covers here.
Too? And Chris Claremont really liked Salvador LaRocca. He gets some flack, but the interviews that Claremont did with Omar, like the way he talks about Salvador LaRocca, you can tell he really liked working with him. Which is always nice to have when you're writer and artist or simpatico like that.
Which cover do you guys prefer? Standard or the DM?
The DM with those big giant 90s era guns.
I think I like the first one.
I like the art on the first one, but as a cover, I prefer the second one.
Yeah, you gotta have some backgrounds in there.
Yeah. But this does look super clean. I like it.
It is great art. Yeah.
X-Women worth the price of admission for that Omni.
Oh, that's the one that's in Extreme X-Men?
Nice.
The Milo Manera stuff?
From the other publishers, we're going to go by real quick because there's a bunch of stuff here that I don't know about. Amazing Grapes, hardcover and softcover. We got a bunch of manga, which we talk about on Thursday, so I'm not going to go over that, just in case anybody's new here. Manga. Dark Horse is putting out Ask for Mercy Volume 2. Amistad, okay, before 13th. Oni Press is putting out a Best of Rick and Morty slipcase collection.
What is that image? They like shrunk it down as small as possible.
Oh my god, yeah. Best of Rick and Morty, 3 trades. That's some spicy, not safe for work manga. Ignore that.
Oh, here's a Charles Burns book that Harvey aforementioned. Pantheon Books is putting it out, and I cannot wait for this. Charles Burns putting out new comics is sign me up. I will buy anything that guy does. But this is, I think, it's tapping into horror a little bit, and it seems like it's about these friends reenacting or refilming the invasion of the Body Snatchers. I think is what I've understood.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm totally on board for this. Black Hole is like my all-time favorite horror comic by Charles Burns. So I'm definitely picking this up.
Nice. Close to home, 30th anniversary treasury thingy. Complete Peanuts. Trade paperback box set 1991 to 1994. How many are these? How many boxes are for Peanuts total?
I think there's like 30 volumes total, so I think 15 box sets maybe.
Oh, that's nice. So this one collects volumes 21 and 22. Nice. Complete Peanuts volume, or this is not the slipcase, I guess. Trade paperback volume 22.
Yeah, I think that volume is in the slipcase. So whenever they do a new volume, like whenever they do 2 volumes, they release it in a slipcase like that.
Gotcha. Dex Dingo, world's best, greatest thing ever. Cool.
Did it eat yo baby?
I don't talk about manga on Mondays because there's too much drama if I talk about manga. But I will say Dinosaur Sanctuary is one of my favorite ongoing manga, and I cannot recommend it enough. So good. Love it. Everybody go check it out.
Quick elevator pitch on what it's about.
We find out in the 40s that dinosaurs never went extinct. They're on these mysterious islands in the Pacific. So now, in present time, scientists and corporations have moved the dinosaurs into enclosures and zoos and stuff like that to examine. And we follow a young girl who wants to be a zookeeper at a dinosaur zoo. And it's sort of the slice of life day to day of working with the dinosaurs. And the thing is, the author consulted with anthropologists and paleontologists and all these other scientists. And it is the most accurate depiction of dinosaurs to date in fiction.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very wholesome, sweet. There's a lot of attention to detail when it comes to the dinosaurs. Love it. I hope this gets some sort of anime in the future.
That sounds awesome. Have either of you read Tyrant by Stephen Bissett?
I've heard about it, but I have not.
So he only did 3 issues. He's intending to do much more. I don't know if you'll ever get to it or not, but it was like this super highly detailed, accurate depiction of like the life cycle of a T-Rex from birth, like from the egg all the way to death. He only ever did 3 issues, but hopefully he does more. But that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Look at this. I've never seen this on a previews page. Japanese language. This listing is by EGWJP. Beware of sellers who steal this image and data. I don't think this image was supposed to be on this website.
Man, with the Rick and Morty cover and then this, the previews really was just slapping things together.
Oh, they've been horrible lately.
They've got the interns working on their pages.
It's tradition for Omnibros we've been using the site, and I know there are better websites like Comic Releases and stuff, but just for the fun, I like to keep using previews.
Well, the thing that this has that Comic Releases doesn't, which Comic Releases is amazing, but like the visual aspect of the covers and stuff.
Yeah.
So it works better on a show like this, but
oh, definitely. Yeah. By the way, chat, well, the chat knows, but Dilophosaurus is my favorite dinosaur, so I'm super excited to grab this one because the focus is going to be on my boy here on the cover.
Oh, nice.
CEX Publishing is putting out Divide trade paperback. Random House is putting out Dr. Seuss's Grinch Takes a Vacation. Interesting. Eerie Archives Volume 7 trade paperback from Dark Horse.
They are pumping.
Sorry, Hondo's going to see a Johnny Marr concert. That's awesome.
Ooh,
Have fun, Hondo.
Fist of the North Star. I mean, I am behind on those hardcovers.
By the way, Eerie collects issues 32 to 36. I did not say for workish there.
What are you behind on the hardcovers of?
The Fist of the North Star. It's a manga, but
Oh, sorry, I asked.
no, Jess, this is an awesome manga. I wish
sure
you read
it
manga. It's imagine Bruce Lee as the star of a Mad Max movie.
Yeah, that is a perfect description.
And
I'd
that's what
rather imagine being at a Johnny Marr concert with Hondo, and then we
eat
go to a
Jollibee
comic book shop or something.
and then after the concert you eat more Jollibee.
Yeah, because I'd be hungry again.
Penguin Young Readers, sure, whatever. Sorry. This is more important.
Yeah, I get it.
Godzilla Library Collection Volume 3.
I'm behind on these two. I only had the first volume.
This one just collects the one series, which is the 13-issue series, History's Greatest Monster. And there's Volume 1. Nice. Love it.
Yep.
This is by Dwayne Sir. I can never pronounce.
Swerzinski.
Swerzinski. There we go. Thank you. So let me show you the cover for this. The series that we're talking about is this one. So this series, gonna go to the Bezos website. Hold on. Oh my God, I have to click this so much. Okay. This series is you could find it, but it's no longer in print. It's not expensive. So since the new library collection for IDW and Godzilla is reprinting everything in that line, this series is now here as this trade.
That's a
so
beautiful.
You can either try and grab this old trade, ignore it, and maybe get this one. It's up to you.
Yeah, these library collections are great. They're basically the Marvel Epic collections, but for Godzilla.
For Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah, and IDW is doing Star Trek in the same format and Dungeons and Dragons, I think.
Nice.
But they're great. Like they're really, really comprehensive and just so much fun to read, like a whole thick trade of like Godzilla comics.
Hell yeah. Love it.
I do have a video on my channel for this book. But
Jeez.
James is working overtime.
I need
James
to get a
never
volume
even
through those
listed-
still.
James never even listed my world-renowned Conan videos.
Oh yeah, where's the? Come on, James.
James.
I appreciate the love shown my way, but come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely get this if you don't have it already. Lovely series. Pegamoose Press. Never heard of that in my life. Okay. Halls
You
of the
don't like
Turnip King.
Halls of the Turnip King?
The hell is this?
Brenda
Hickey. He yeah. Shout out. All right. Show some of the art. This reminds me of that naughty webcomic that's very popular. I can't remember the name. Oglaf? Something?
I don't know.
It's like a sort of adventure fantasy comic that's very not safe for work.
Well, this one looks fun.
Yeah. Shout out to the Turnip King. Manga.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Heebie-jeebies from Paper Cuts. Blah, blah, blah. Sure. Yeah. Dark Horse. Holler. Graphic novel.
Oh, that's about like a garage punk band, I think. Jeremy Massey. I've been wanting to read this from the 90s.
Appalachian Mountains. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be like super messed up occult stuff towards the end of the book.
I don't know.
Because of
It
the
is
Appalachian
like square
lore.
shaped. I remember seeing these comics on the stands. They're like square shaped, so they're not your traditional comic book format. But
Nice.
That actually looks interesting.
If you find this, I'm Already Dead hardcover.
the aforementioned Matt Kent.
Yeah.
Can't. This I assume collects everything, right?
Oh, this
it's
is one of the
the
Flux House books.
latest release from Flux House Books, a new boutique imprint that will feature the writing and sometimes art of acclaimed comics creator Matt Kent, with crime, science fiction, horror, and humor stories, all told and presented in startling and untraditional ways.
Yeah, Flux House had the book with had like the furry cover for the cat book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where was the paperback glued into the hardback?
Oh yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
that was
with the
case, yeah.
fuzzy cat one. Yeah. That was fun.
Investigators, Volume 8, Class Action.
My son loves that series.
It looks super cute. That's awesome. John Carpenter's Night Terrors, Blood of the Taken. We got other Tales for a Halloween Night. Hey, look at that. We were talking about spooky books.
The cover looks great.
Volume 10. Wow. A manga. Kill Shakespeare. What? What is happening here? Kill Shakespeare, first folio. I need to read this. Hold on.
Just like a mashup of all of Shakespeare's characters.
Action adventure story that combines all of Shakespeare's greatest heroes and villains. Grieving Hamlet flees his home, but is soon attacked by pirates at sea. He washes ashore on the mysterious land of Illyria and is discovered by Richard III and Lady Macbeth, who offer the Dane an impossible bargain: track down and kill an evil wizard. To retrieve. There's a typo here. That's not me. To retrieve a source of power that can bring Hamlet's father back from the dead. The name of the wizard, William Shakespeare.
That's amazing. I love this. Is like a new trend in literature, having these like one writer's characters all mash up into one thing. Like Osamu Tezuka, like didn't they come with Tezuka's characters all mashed up into one thing with the Titan?
Udon, I think.
Udon. And then I read the Neonomicon, where Alan Moore did that with all of H.P. Lovecraft's characters and stuff.
Nice. Also, Viz is putting out the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess box set if you're interested. I do recommend it. That's the best way to read a Zelda manga out of everything that's out, in my opinion. Paper Cuts, Magical History Tour, Volume 16, Masterful. No, these are all manga. Sorry, manga. The Musicians. That's interesting. They're
That looks
cows.
fun.
The Most Boring Book Ever. Picture book hardcover.
What?
I mean, they're
sales
very
pitch.
confident that they can sell this.
Right.
Words by Brandon Sanderson and pictures by Kazu Kibuishi.
Maybe the writer pissed off the publisher and they retitled the book.
Boring book ever. All right. Josh, this one's for you. I know you're excited. My Dress Up Darling official fan book. That's the art for the anime. Manga.
Oh, Nemesis the
Red.
Warlock.
Mm.
I'm excited for that one.
Rebellion 2000 AD. We got Nemesis the Warlock Definitive Edition, Volume 2.
Kevin O'Neill is one of my favorite artists ever. He's the artist from like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Also did Martial Law. But he's amazing, and he's the only artist actually where his style of art was banned by the Comics Code Authority.
Wow.
The Comics Code Authority thought that his art was so grotesque that they couldn't even put a stamp on it. Harvey, I started here's the story about Providence. I started reading it, but then my library demanded me to return it because someone else wanted to check it out, so I had to send it back. So I started it. One day I would like to read it. I did read Neonomicon, which will be featured on my channel in Spooktober.
It will be. You're gonna have to.
I want to try to get creative with it, but yes.
Yeah.
Providence, I wanted to, and I wasn't skipping the prose sections. Alan Moore and prose sections, I've always found, are necessary reads. I'm a big Alan Moore fan. I don't mind that he adds a little prose to his comics. That doesn't scare me.
That was the Brandon Sanderson story, the most boring book.
It's a children's book, and it will sell.
Oh, I didn't pick up that it was Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, Brandon Sanderson, who he pissed off his publisher. Providence is better.
Oh, okay.
I liked Neonomicon. There's definitely issues with it.
Yeah.
I would not say that I was upset by anybody saying they like hated that book and they wanted it banned from the face of the earth because of the grotesque nature of the book. But I enjoyed the story that Alan Moore was writing, I guess. I don't know. It's probably gonna get me canceled off the internet, but I enjoyed it.
Dark Horse, Savage Squad #6. Renegade Arts, never heard of that. Shame, Volume 6. All right, cool. Sync, Volume 1 from Comics Tribe, never heard of them. Smurf Tales, box set #1 from Paper Cuts. Spinal Cord from Dark Horse. We got Star Trek Volume 2, Red Path from IDW. And actually, Oni Press sent me this book, so I will read it eventually and talk about it. Sub-Zero. Digital copies. Settle down, kids. Only a digital copy, but I still read it, and I'll still talk about it here on Omnibros. So
it was still sent to you.
Yeah, this one's a webtoon comic. Tales for Halloween Night, Brooklyn Stories. Nice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Amazing Adventures Omnibus. Collecting all 14 issues of the 3-issue miniseries. No, all 14 issues of the series and the 3-issue miniseries Robot Animals. There we go.
And that's based on this 2012 Turtle series.
2012 Turtle series.
Yep. Is my favorite adaptation of Turtles.
Nice.
Like I love the original Eastman Laird comics. It's my favorite like Turtles thing ever. But as far as adaptations go, I love that 2012 series.
Jess, I did not know this comic was about you.
Nice.
When Jess finally receives the long-awaited organ transplant. Oh, it's a girl. Sorry.
Yes. I do need an organ transplant. My brain.
All her troubles are behind her.
I'm willing to trade my brain. It's been lightly used. I could use a new one.
What if the new brain they give you like loves Squirrel Girl and hates Harley Quinn?
So this is about transplant, and the new organ gives the person superpowers.
Ooh. That actually sounds interesting. Who did this?
Dave Collard and Domenico Carbone.
This looks like a Marvel comic cover, doesn't it?
This looks like 2001
Looks like
to
a cross-gen
2003
cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Who's publishing this, Gio?
Dark Horse.
Oh,
When she discovers that everyone else who received organs from this donor is also experiencing the same thing, they must all figure out who this donor was and decide what to do with the powers, use them for good, evil, or simply ignore them altogether.
Interesting.
I wish that happened in real life.
totally.
You get a transplant, now you can fly around.
Yeah. Walk through walls.
I want this Donald Duck book.
From Fantagraphics, Walt Disney's Donald Duck hardcover Vacation Parade.
Do you know the series Love? I feel like, Gio, that seems like a series you'd read. It's like those silent comics that are about animals.
I've not checked it out.
Okay,
No.
it's by the same creative team, so this is a silent comic as well. But it's like this really beautiful painted art.
Nice. Chip and Dale is involved. Okay. Chip and Dale and Donald Duck.
Now I'm interested.
Shout out. $20. So it's going to be a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I think it's only
cheaper.
I think it's only like 64 pages or 90 pages. It's a shorter book.
17. And that's, no, Titan again. What the hell? Titan twice. Okay.
Good.
And that's it. That's all we got for previews. Any picks of the week for you guys?
Ooh. The Charles Burns book for sure.
It's in here. Final Cut.
Yeah, Final Cut. Definitely.
I'm going to pick either Godzilla or something else. I can't. Oh, Werewolf by Night. That's cool.
That
One of
does
those
sound
two.
fun.
What about you, Jess?
Probably Gen X and
Gen
Ghost Lore. I want those two.
What about the Keanu Reeves signed Dinner with Keanu edition?
He better come over and change my sheets and do my laundry for that.
It's like buying an organ.
He's gonna come deliver your next Jollibees. Driving that little motorcycle that one guy was driving.
Also, real quick, we do have the deals of the week, but let's give a shout out to our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, making it happen night after night for your boys here on YouTube. You get your Omnibus trade paperback hardcovers and manga for great discounted prices that range from 35 to 42 to 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more, and the loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount on your orders if you make them on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service only when you visit InStockTrades.com. And right now, we have the deals of the week. Tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time, these will be available for heavily discounted prices. You got that list, Jess, or do you want me to pull it up?
I didn't know I was going to be called on.
I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because I know it was sent to you, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, but I sent it to the chat, right? I did.
Let me grab it.
I was going to say,
scroll up.
Does Gio have access to your email? He's like, hold on, let me log into your account.
All right, so I'm going to list off the deals of the week, guys. You can get this again tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time for the full week. At 50% off, we have the DC book, Alan Scott, The Green Lantern. That is going to be half off at InStock Trades. Next up, we got at 45% off the Berserker Deluxe Edition hardcover from Boom Studios. Again, 45% off.
Is that just the non-slipcase edition?
I think it doesn't say signed or so.
Well, not the signed one. I'm sure that's not 45, but there's like the non-slipcase, the slipcase, and the signed.
I would guess it's the non-slipcase.
Okay.
From Dark Horse, 46% off. We got Eerie Archives Volume 7 trade paperback. This is the one manga deal of the week from Viz Media, Fist of the North Star hardcover volume 14, 45% off. From Marvel, 46% off. We got Generation X Epic Collection volume 4,
Woo!
Pride and Penance.
With 2% extra 2% off loyalty discount. That's 48% off for Gen X, baby.
Yeah. And the last deal of the week from DC, we got Legion of Superheroes, The Great Darkness Saga trade paperback reprint, 50% off.
Great deal.
So again, let me run this off one more time. 50% off Alan Scott The Green Lantern, 45% off Berserker Deluxe Edition hardcover, non-slipcase, 46% off Eerie Archives Volume 7, 45% off Fist of the North Star hardcover Volume 14, 46% off Generation X Epic Collection Volume 4, and 50% off the Legion of Superheroes Great Darkness Saga trade paperback. Shout out to InStockTrades.com.
Nice. IST.
You got it. Let's see. Let me highlight some comments here real quick while we wind things down. We've been on for a while. We've gone on a journey, folks. From Teslas to Jollibees to manga and so much more. It's been an eventful night. Taylor, thank you so much for joining, as always.
Thanks for having me. It's truly an honor. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the show for a number of years, so love having you.
We get so wrapped up in just doing every show that we forget to have our comic book buddies and friends involved as well. So it's great to have you.
Yeah, this is great. I'm glad you could be on.
Wait, show Jess you're already dead. That's going to take like a 30-minute explanation, so we're not going to do that right now.
Is that a manga?
That's from Fist of the North Star. It's a very famous scene from the manga and the anime where the protagonist does the thing and he says that phrase.
No, you don't need to show me that.
No, I know. 2000. Oh, this is for TMNT, but then Josh says 2012 over 2003. There we go. And then Kane's 90s TMNT for the win.
I do have a nostalgia with that original series, the original 80s, 90s series, but the 2012 series is great because it homages all the different eras of TMNT, but then also adds to the mythos.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. Look at that. Psycho Cleveland over Harvey something Ghost. Nice.
Psycho Cleveland does rule.
Here's the preview pages for Boring Book if you guys want to check it out. We're out of time, unfortunately. Let's see. Taylor, where can people find you when you're not here with us, goofing and gaffing around?
All the links that James has so wonderfully shared throughout the chat tonight. But Taylor Talks Comics, my YouTube channel. Like I said, I'll be doing 31 days of Spooktober horror comics. If you're into horror comics or want horror comic recommendations, subscribe to my channel. And this Wednesday, I'll be doing a live show. I do a weekly live show on my channel at noon Eastern.
Nice. You want to read that off, Jess?
Paz y amor para todos, coño.
Yeah,
Coño?
there we go.
Or is it coño?
Yeah.
Do I give the emphasis on the dirty word? Coño?
Yeah, coño.
Coño. Paz y amor para todos, coño.
It was a journey, not the one we wanted, but the one we needed. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Coño.
Adorable Omni Dog. Where can people find you when you're out here with us?
All you coños can find me on OmniDog's Vault on YouTube, OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram, and then I have a fun Discord that people participate in. Let's see. And I already told you that. Thank you, James. Next Saturday, I'm going to have the live collected editions show at 3 p.m. And then Taylor will be on Batterdays in the Batcave on 8 p.m.
Look at that.
Sure.
Taylor needs to come back from time to time. Absolutely. Doors always open.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that.
Now, Taylor, I want you on all the different shows. I need you to do a Wednesday show with Lou and Jess. And I need you to do a manga with a stream with Riley and I. So
that'd be fun.
I would be honored. Manga, I'm not I like a bunch of weird manga and stuff. I'm not into I'm not so well versed in the mainstream
and the new stuff,
stuff, but definitely love my manga.
I cannot wait until Jess drops that word on Evergreen. Yes, that would be amazing.
As I go to sleep tonight, I will have already forgotten it.
Great stream tonight. Take care, everyone. You can find me on my channel. It's Manga Geekdom. I do have a video that should be ready sometime this week, so look forward to it. Just go to Manga Geekdom here on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. On social media, you can find me on, I'm not on Twitter, but I am on Threads and Blue Sky if you search for Manga Geekdom. Or you can go to my Discord, which has a lot of the wonderful people in the chat. They're on there, and we chat about anime, video games, movies, all that fun stuff. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to our sponsor, InStock Trades, once again, for making it happen. Thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys are lovely, as always. We love every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hit the like button on your way out. It means a ton. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday for a Q&A and comics discussion, and then on Thursday for some manga goodness. So shout out, everybody. Peace and love, as Jess would say. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Peace and love.